Hello, everyone! I hope you're all having a wonderful holiday season. This is it, the last Hat Chat of 2015, and who better to ruin the holiday season, cheer, than my fellow Hatfield members, Ross and Smith. Introduce yourselves quickly.
Hello, I'm Smith.
Hello, I'm Ross.
Excellent. Unbutton your trousers, sit back in your favourite chair, and whip out your airy, bite-sized, cakey, dense, engorged, flaky, gooey, heaving, intense, jiggly, kneaded, luscious, moist, nutty, oily, penetrating, quaking, ripe, salted, tender, and savoury, velvety, wet, xanthous, zesty food treat as we hat chat for the next hour or so.
So you got a thesaurus for Christmas?
No, I actually went A to Z then.
Oh.
Anyway, let's go straight to announcements. The transport of choice
You scare me.
is a Christmas pudding on fire.
Oh, wow.
We have to sit on top.
How large is it?
How big is it? Is it like
What?
a Disneyland float style?
James and Giant Peach.
James
We brought up for the second time this week first time in years for me.
Why do we always bring up James and the Giant
We don't
Peach?
always bring it
Why
up.
do you always bring it up?
Somebody brought it up. Yes, I think it was you two.
It was me.
I like that film. It was a cool film.
So we're going to ride on it. I'm going to get inside it.
Sorry, no, I want to
No, you
talk
have to
more
get on
about
top.
James and the Giant Peach.
I'm going to open up the icing.
Get the fuck on
as
top,
if it's a
Ross, where
roof.
the fire is. That's the point.
Oh, okay. I'll sit on the
I want
fire.
you to
then. I'll sit on
wail
the
as
flames
if you
and
were
we'll roll.
Good. We
Through.
will roll. Someone got the
Okay.
holly. I forgot the holly on the
There's
Christmas.
no. You can be the holly.
Never mind,
Dress
go.
you up as a holly and you'll be sorted.
Fuck it. Let's hop on.
Take your trousers off.
Take trousers.
They're already off, mate.
Oh.
To whip up my airy, bite-sized,
I'll just-
cakey, dense, and
Stop!
Okay, All right, let's go. All right. Hello. Someone else. Go.
Oh, hi, Trot. So we'll be doing charity live stream stuff in December. We haven't solidified every single date, and because we don't want to promise anything, we're not going to confirm those dates yet.
Although Lewis did say in a vlog today that we'll be doing 2 videos a day.
But that's going out tomorrow, and that's something we also need to discuss because we may not have time to do 2 videos a day.
We're going to try and
Try our
get
best.
extra content
yeah,
out
we'll just get
in
extra
Christmas.
content. Yeah.
Yeah. There'll be some
but,
bonuses.
you know, when he says that, matter of factly, it may or may not have been consulted or accurate.
Well, hopefully they kept in the edit part where I said that might not happen.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So
Maybe
either
they just
way,
hard cut
if
it.
not, get ready for disappointment because there'll probably be some days where they
I think
won't.
overheard him
So
saying that
let's-
they're going to blur and muffle you.
Oh,
You're going to be like that, like Crime Stoppers, like black silhouette in the background.
that'd be quite
And
an
have
edit
your voice
job.
modulated down.
They would. Yeah, that's quite a job for them to do.
Didn't
But I like
Xbox
that.
360 used to have that feature. Like online, you could modulate your voice to disguise yourself.
Did they?
I swear to God, because I used to play Halo, and you used to hear like people like.
It's just distortion.
I think
what
Trot-
you're
Trot-
just
Trot, you told me this. You said, yeah, and some people online have this thing that can
Yeah,
mask their
it
voice.
was one of the original Xbox features. You could change
Really?
your voice, yeah.
Mental.
well, like
it
when
sounded
you had
awful.
that headset, which kind of you
It
could
was
do
when
the
you
funny
had that
voices.
really, really tiny bit rate
Yeah.
that everyone had to
Everyone
use.
was running on like
bottlenecked
16
on.
kilobits per second.
Okay. Any other announcement? I mean, did we not scrap the announcements section? What section?
It's brief. It's brief.
Okay.
So if you want to take part of the live Q&A
Very
at the end of
brief.
this session, that we'll be using questions from subscriber chat and donators, and if we have time, some people from the tweet universe.
The tweet universe.
Using the hashtag.
That's what you're calling it now.
Hat chat.
That's a nice name to call it, though.
The tweet universe.
The Twitterverse.
The Twitterverse is a
Twitterverse.
much better one.
Yeah.
All right.
They all work, though.
That's
really,
all the announcements we have.
essentially.
So
My hair is really bothering me today.
So
Oh,
we having that
shave
as a
it.
section. We rolling straight into hat chat, which
Let's
is
go.
just the chat where we
let's bowl on
chat,
through. I
chat
haven't
about
left.
hat.
Yeah, I haven't left the pudding.
You haven't
if
left
I'm
the
honest.
because I didn't really know what to do for this hat chat trot. I'll be honest. It's always a shambles when it comes to doing it.
Good.
We got like a
The
few
best
minutes
way it
before.
should
Oh
be.
crap! We need to come up with some stuff because we need to talk about things because although we talk to each other on a daily basis.
And so, like, we're literally exhausted. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes we just sit in silence for hours.
we just wonder what can we say to each other next that's new in any way.
That doesn't infuriate.
And
me.
then we
You know,
sort of consult this mood board
Smith
of,
went
like,
to a
talkative
meth
subjects.
lab the other day just to talk about it. Just
to
have something
go,
to talk
you know
about.
what,
Whoa.
guys, I went to a
It'll be
meth lab.
interesting.
Guys, save this
Don't
gold
like,
for hat
holy
chat.
shit. Well, that's
Don't
we're
go
in
to a
hat chat
meth
now,
lab.
so
Are we?
yeah.
Fuck, I thought it was a
That's what
test
we're-
run.
No, it's
So
not test
this
run.
lab was not particularly complex. It was a series of barrels.
Well,
and
don't make the
microwaves.
noise, because like, he's in it already.
What?
He's in the section.
in the section. You want me to change the section?
You have to change the section.
Hat
Oh,
chat,
there you go,
section
sorry,
1.
hat
What
section.
does Christmas mean to you?
Don't read it like
Now
that.
go back
I
to the
mean,
meth thing.
Meth is what Christmas means to me. Who needs icicles when you can have
Meth?
Meth.
How crazy would it be if you literally just could casually just go, oh, you know what, I'm going to find a meth lab and then just go visit it. As if it's some sort of like Cadbury tour of like a factory. Like
take some home with you.
Well, the thing is, like, meth is like a much bigger deal in the States. That they have to do campaigns about stopping people taking meth. I think that
here they need a better advertising campaign
to push it. Yeah, like have you tried meth? Heroin user considered meth? Question mark.
And then they reverse the images and say, "This is you on meth."
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, I look better on.
And you're like, wow, I look quality on meth.
They look much better now.
They look like they're having a great time. Maybe we'll start that.
Maybe we should start a campaign to do horrible life-changing drugs.
I was talking to Trot today about how I want to start a campaign in Bristol to get terrible street performers off the streets.
yeah.
Like, because holy fuck.
Explain the guy with the recorder, Smith.
Did you see the other guy outside Pret who had his head in like what looked like a curtain and he was just slapping the mouth closed on that weird... Oh my god!
What?
Right. Okay. So.
Sorry. What?
The thing is, obviously, these people are trying to make money or get a job and stuff. So I don't want to take the piss out of them too much. Yeah. But if it was socially acceptable and it wasn't a horrible thing to do and it didn't make me look like even more of an asshole than I normally do, I would like to start a Twitter campaign to just get these people doing something else. Get them in work, get them a job. For God's sake, they're not good at street performance. There's a guy who started all this, who plays the accordion, and that motherfucker cannot play the accordion, alright? It's a difficult instrument to play. He just jams it and mashes it until he finds something that sounds like a repeatable loop, and then he'll just do the loop for a bit, and then just stop. And by that time, all the people that have heard the terrible loop have walked past, so he can just do it again, right? Then I saw another one today, playing this thing you blow down that has a piano on the side of it. Couldn't play that either. Fucking terrible.
They're quite inventive instruments, though. You've got to give them that credit.
Well, this is the thing. They play really fucking weird instruments, so nobody can tell whether or not they're playing them right because you don't normally see them, right?
Right.
And then there's another guy who was doing... He was sat in a chair. He had what looked like a curtain draped over the top of him, and this weird head sticking out of it with wooden bits for a mouth, and all he was doing was just going... with the mouth on this thing.
So slapping
and that was it. It was just opening and closing his mouth over and over and over.
It was so penetratingly loud as well. It echoed around the whole fucking street. It was ridiculous.
And then finally, I was queuing up to get some lunch, and there's this guy with a penny whistle who couldn't play the penny whistle. He was just going do 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 do, just literally that. And he would stop for a while.
Wasn't even like you gave him like a bit too much credit there, Smith. Oh, you were going do as if it was a beat.
Yeah,
he was going do 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 do, just sporadically.
I don't know. That does sound like Calvin Harris's next hit, though. So
there was only one person I thought was really good, and it was this girl playing acoustic guitar, like doing really nice tunes, but she wasn't loud enough because she was actually doing it
drowned out by all the other fuckers.
Right, yeah. So you've got a fucking clappy mouth, whistle guy.
Oh god.
So clappy mouth guy and whistle guy, they should team up. Maybe make the ultimate street performing art.
It's just unbelievable. Like,
holy shit, guys! If you want some real entertainment, come to Bristol.
Yeah, for just the tour of the worst music. Like,
they should just sit down and do it on a Twitch stream. They'd probably get more views.
Probably would.
That's the thing, and this is the thing. If I started a Twitter campaign showing off the terrible street performers in Bristol, I bet we could make that shit go viral, and I bet we'd see loads of money go into helping disadvantaged people in Bristol, which wouldn't be a bad thing.
Probably could.
But
that's just got
who'd get it in the neck? Alex Smith and his £20 notes. That's who'd get it in the neck.
I suggested we set up
£20 notes. Stop funding What was it?
Tinder. Funding Tinder. That's what you said, right?
What is it called?
Tidal.
Very close.
I suggested to Smith he sets up some sort of X Factor judging scenario where he is what's his face?
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, and he is brutal to all the street performers that come into Bristol. There's a vetting process then. The
thing is, I don't think you could be too brutal to them because they can't play their instruments. It's not like, you need a bit more practice. It's like, do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, but that's like, it'll be amazing content. And also, the winner gets the prize seat outside the shutdown Woolworths in the Bristol.
Yeah, Bristol's a nice place. Come see it.
I like that. I mean, this stemmed from the question, what does Christmas mean to you?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, you're right.
So I don't know whether is that a reflection of what Christmas means to you?
Well, we've had we recorded this
or the
on
holiday
Black Friday.
season, as we also.
For all those who aren't watching it live twitch.tv/chatfilms or subscribers scrubscribers.com. You can watch it there as well.
That's right.
For all those who aren't watching it live, we're recording this on Black Friday, so it's not even December yet. FYI.
No. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's true.
But
we're busy.
We're not streaming in December, so therefore we're going to do our overall Christmas.
I know. Yeah,
one now.
I think. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that point aside.
We're really dodging the question.
We're on Black Friday. You keep breaking my flow with all these news updates.
Sorry.
Black Friday is today, right?
Right.
So Christmas right now for me, what does it mean to me? Rampant consumerism, which I'm not necessarily against, but it isn't particularly,
that's what it's
brilliant
like
either.
Though, isn't it? It's always like that, though.
I saw a video of America, somewhere in America. I don't know where. In a shop in America. It didn't say where. But basically, they opened the floodgates. Just immediately, they poured into this fucking... I think there were steamers. Boxes and boxes of steamers. Immediately, they crashed into them and fell over.
I don't think that's real.
And then this girl... woman, sorry.
I watched that. I watched it,
takes a steamer from a little girl, and the mother's already got two in her hands, and she's like, "Get off of me! You're scaring me!"
So, I don't think that's real, mate.
You don't think that's real?
No.
Why
Well,
not?
Christmas isn't real.
Well,
Why don't you think that's real?
First of all, there were loads on the floor still. Why would she pluck it from the child?
That's true.
Also, it just felt very staged. Why was the people? I don't know.
Zoomed in, wasn't it?
I'm going to put money, £5. You guys, willing to bet here? That's
Bristol pounds, or are we talking?
No, 5
sterling?
English sterling pounds.
Bristol pounds
That
Bristol
video was fake or staged.
I don't know how we're ever going to find out, though.
Well, if
So
we
it'll
never
just come
find
out
out,
all
then
this
all
was-
bets are off. Come on, get in on it.
Fine.
You want some action, or do you want to
£10
leave?
raised.
He's raised it to £10. I've not seen it, so
So do you want the piece of
I've
action?
seen
Ross,
the
you're a
article. I'll
natural
watch the video
gambler.
now. I'll watch the video
You're a
now.
gambler.
Go on.
No, you're going in blind.
£5.
Going blind.
Blind £5. It's real. I don't know what. Is it real?
Double down,
That's
Ross.
such a gambler.
Is it really bad? Like, what's it look like? Let me just see.
I know that shit happens, guys, in the chat. People are saying that shit happens. I'm like, I know it happens, but that
That particular video
felt a little bit.
On second thoughts.
I'll
People
go
are
with
looking
the.
for that shit now.
I'll go. I'll on behalf of the.
I'll bet you 5 million
all
FIFA,
in,
FIFA
fucking
coins.
all in.
If
Smith.
that's like thousands of pounds.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I got loads of them.
How
Do
do
you?
How'd you get
Somebody
Do
sent
you
me a
even own
code, and I got
FIFA?
like 10 million
Holy shit.
coins.
You should cash that in,
You
mate.
should cash that in for some.
But you can't sell them anymore, can you?
No. Well. No.
Not
you
Could I
just-
sell them to
You
you?
could just buy really good players and.
Trade them?
You know what? No, you can't even trade in it. So there's a lot of flaws with that system other than just giving EA lots of money.
No, I don't actually have that many coins. You never believed me, did you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Either way, she snatched out of the kid's hands, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Fake.
That could happen.
It could happen, you're right. But why would it happen in that circumstance?
Well, because the woman's crazy. She really wants a steamer? She wants a steamer.
You're using rational rather than empirical knowledge here.
Oh, I don't know, mate.
Guys, I've got
so
a
much
question.
weird stuff's happened at those Black Friday opening things that you like. Oh, here we go. I found the story.
Yeah.
Brutal fights break out in American malls as shoppers clash over best deals. There is there's people wrestling each other on the floor. There's not even product in their hands, which, to be honest, is not in the
If
Black
you
Friday
played it
spirit.
through your laptop, right?
We can
People
get
would
the
hear it,
sound.
right? The chaos.
Oh, shall I get the chaos?
Let's get a little bit of Black Friday chaos.
Get a bit of the Black Friday.
So you can just hear it going
Okay,
like...
instantly, I don't trust it because it's on the Daily Mirror.
I trust it.
What?
Why wouldn't you trust the Daily Mirror? Very,
He's got a
very
good point.
Jesus.
They do write some convincing articles about
Solid.
Princess Diana.
Solid
still.
publishing.
They're still on that.
Still some,
Here we go. Okay, I've got one here.
Go for it.
Playing it. There might be an advert before it. Just play already. It is an advert before it. Hang on.
For fuck's sake, mute it. Jesus.
Hang on, I've muted it.
Don't
Okay, well, I'll get back to it in a second because there's a fucking 2-minute long advert.
Oh my god, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Crazy. I've got a question in the meantime.
Okay,
Go on.
what's your question?
All right, so
Well, what does Christmas mean to you, Trot?
Christmas, it's I don't want to be sentimental, but it really is about having that fucking awesome meal.
It is, isn't it?
And
That's not
and just
sentimental.
being surrounded by.
I thought you were
going to
say about giving and love and friendship.
Well, giving and taking that
family.
happens all year round with Smith. You know what I mean?
He does.
Giving,
He
he's a
does.
giver.
But this now is the time to sit down and chow down on your bird of choice.
Your bird.
And
God.
What's your bird of choice? Turkey? Do you like a bit of turkey?
I like a bit of turkey.
Likes a bit
I
of
don't
turkey?
mind that it's
This
dry
guy?
when it's covered in gravy and shit.
Oh,
It's
great.
really
Well,
nice.
Plenty of
It's
gravy.
not dry if you cook it.
If you cook it right, which our family doesn't, Smith. How dare you?
Yeah, that's what you were
I'm offended.
That's what you were implying.
They'll cook it, then they'll shove it in a microwave
Doesn't matter that
afterwards.
it's dry. I'll just fucking drown it because nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. That was on
How dare you,
Trot.
My mum's calling me.
Is she?
Mum, please calm down. Please. Just
Yes,
calm
I
down.
told the whole world you cook a dry bird.
You're a dry
I,
bird cooker.
I cooked a turkey last year.
Sorry, sorry to interrupt you, Trot, with your turkey story, but this video is loaded now.
I'll resume that.
And
in a
quite
minute.
frankly, we need to hear the screams
Go on.
of
Black Friday chaos.
Okay, Black Friday chaos. Here we go.
This is
Okay, this is a fucking YouTuber. Hang on, let me just fucking find the actual video. 'Cause this is
Fucking hate
bullshit.
those YouTubers. Those YouTubers out there that take the thumbnails of a viral video, just use it, and then have, oh my god, did you see this video? Yeah, no, I'm trying to find that fucking video.
Smith.
Fuck off.
Smith.
What?
I thought that was our 2016 plan.
That is our Split 2000.
The
Is
Hatfields
it?
plan. Yeah, we were going to take thumbnails
Oh,
of viral videos.
I thought that 3-hour meeting was a joke.
The 3-hour meeting.
It was a
though.
3-hour meeting
I had
that
a very
meant
long
something to me.
agenda about it.
Did you not suspect why I was laughing the whole way through?
Well, you kind of laugh at everything I say.
That's
so
true.
It's kind of hard to tell.
I had a lot of crack that day as well.
It was today.
It was today.
Anyway, resuming my turkey thing, I cooked a turkey last year.
I cooked a
Left
turkey
the
and I
plastic
liked
giblets
it.
bag inside.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking
you
hell,
didn't.
Trot.
And I still fed it to my close family. Thank you.
I guess the
Did
breasts be alright.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
melted plastic, probably quite bad.
Yeah.
Potentially poisonous.
Yeah, but only if it touches shit.
It touched a lot of the inside of it. Yeah, it
Oh,
was
you
fine.
didn't eat that, did
It's
you?
fine. I left it cooking
I
in
can't imagine that the flavour permeated through the bird that well, though.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
But the
Well,
thing
G
is,
fucking G-Trot,
at the
live
end
and
of the day,
learn,
he
eh?
cooked for his family. That's pretty good, isn't it?
I cooked for my
Like,
family.
yeah,
You nearly
my mum-
fucking poisoned your family.
Yeah,
He-
but they
He
didn't die.
poisoned his family.
If I got a
tried.
turkey
Didn't
and
die.
said, hey, Mum and Dad, I cooked your turkey, you can either have no turkey or you can have a turkey where I cook the organs of a bird in a plastic bag
Well,
inside
Smith,
it.
the
Which
funny
would you
thing
prefer?
is, they didn't know that until I started cutting.
So you
cussing it
tricked
open.
them.
I didn't know
Started
myself.
doing what?
Tricked them and potentially poisoned them.
I didn't put the turkey
Oh,
in the oven,
happy
Smith.
fucking Christmas.
I didn't put the turkey in the oven saying,
Oh.
yeah, giblets are in there, I'll fucking turn
This
it
was
on.
your master
This is
plan,
great.
wasn't it? Your plan backfired, Trot.
Also,
I know
I
exactly what you
got
were
to use
into.
one of those electric cutting things, which was fucking awesome.
Right.
They're the ones that goes like, it's like a chainsaw in your
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really drilled through
Or
that
like
I
turkey.
found the video.
Reciprocating saw.
Yeah, it was fucking
Okay.
awesome.
It's playing now, so... Alright, listen carefully. Okay, so I'll tell you... This is the point she snatched it from the child. Now she's being wrestled by the child's mother.
Give me that box!
Get off of me.
So matter of fact.
Now she's tumbled over and she's
Oh, there's
scrambling.
more.
Oh, I think they're replaying it. They're replaying the clip so you get a good view of it.
Give me that box! It's so matter of fact.
You're scaring me!
I mean, if that was a script in
Oh.
a movie, you'd get rid of that for exposition. Why are you being so aggressive?
You're scaring,
You're
but that's
scaring
what,
me.
Yeah, but in that situation, that doesn't really...
Smith's already called it as fake.
Okay.
So
It
Well,
could be
people
fake.
fell
It
over
could be
onto...
fake.
Oh, I don't know. I just felt like it was staged. Well, that was some great porn, guys.
Yeah, that's what that was. You actually just heard some
yeah, we duped
horrible
Ross, what does
porn.
Christmas mean to you so we can ridicule you
Oh,
about something as well?
Christmas.
Me, it's about
means-
hating homeless musicians. Trot, it's about
Is that what you're-
poisoning his
Are
family.
you keeping that one? Because
That's
that
his-
wasn't
that's
originally
his
what your
one.
rant was about. It
That's
wasn't
his
anything to do with
go-to.
Christmas.
I'd rather hate poorly skilled homeless musicians than poisoning my family.
They didn't
Yeah.
die. They might
No.
have permanent damage.
The meal
but-
is a big deal, though, in terms of that. That's like one of the things. Like, oh, fucking hell, quality meal with your family. That's nice.
Yeah, it's good. isn't
Otherwise, I actually, as cliche as it sounds, I do prefer giving, like Smith does. Gifts to. I prefer that.
it? Well, don't wait
I
till
think 'cause the
Christmas,
thing is,
Ross.
like-
I'm here all the time.
It's nice to put a smile on someone's face.
Yeah.
Well,
But
it depends.
unless you haven't,
Depends
unless
how hard
you
you go,
forgot
Ross.
to get the present. Sorry, just how deep you are.
He's wincing now.
Ross, have you? This is a
Depends if you put any thought into the present. Of course, if you just like grab something,
It
off the
is
shelf at
awesome.
Tesco 10
Yeah,
minutes
yeah.
before you come
That
down,
is
you're
like-
I've got.
"Well."
I
I
feel
think
like
it's worse getting that than not getting a present personally.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. I hate Secret Santa so much
Oh,
because it's
God.
just the shit you get. Last
Well,
year,
there's going to be one for the office.
somebody
isn't
got me a great present last year for our Secret Santa, and that was awesome. I got a little selection of whiskies, and that was really, really nice. However,
What about
90%
the
of the
PS2
people,
controller?
90% exactly, 90% of the people that you get in Secret Santas in a larger office you just don't know enough
Just
about the
tat.
person. It's
That's
just
the thing.
I'm sorry, here's some
Or it's
shit.
like a comedy
Yeah.
thing that you'll never use.
It's like
and
a
there's always
statement.
a £5 limit, which you can't do much with.
Yeah,
Well, that's I think the limit's fine because obviously it means that
It's
again,
an even playing field, sure.
but it's still just you are,
you can get a lot of
you're
tat for
struggling.
£5.
Because well, I don't really know that person very well. What are they like? Oh, I saw a picture of a cat on their thing once. Oh, right, okay. Well, I'll get a cat cuddly toy then.
God,
Like,
yeah. You just
thank
desperately
you very
grabbing
much.
for anything to attach to.
Yeah.
What's the
Who knows?
Do you have a favourite memory of the most excited you've ever been for a present as a kid?
Oh fuck! I think I don't even know if it was. Oh, I got Buzz Lightyear when I was a kid.
Nice.
Oh, you had
that
the
was
big
quality,
one too, didn't you?
And I know that it was like the height of like the Toy Story kind of.
Did you get the one with working laser and flip out wings?
Yeah.
Wow.
You
fucking-
motherfucker, I had the little one.
Jesus.
It was.
Best
Cool. I
he
still
did
got
was
it.
have a
I still got it
hinge on
today.
his
It's on my
helmet.
windowsill at home.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah, because
Still got it.
I bloody love it. But I love that thing. It was
I
it was
was-
quite sturdy. It was made. It's a strong toy. Woody fell apart. My little brother had Woody. Fell apart. But it was made of. But then he is made of material, whereas this one is plastic.
Did
That's
you pull
why
on the
Buzz
string
Lightyear
too
was
much?
always the feared toy of the future because he lasts.
Hmm.
Still
I-
got him
I
several years
remember-
later.
A stupid one where me and my brother were opening something at the same time because we were forced to. So open at the same time.
Hang
Open
on.
at the same time.
Open at the same time.
Same time.
Do it now! Open them now!
And I got a Game Boy. You know, the original white brick
Nice.
with the two purple
yeah, the one
buttons.
that had to have a
Oh,
light
wow.
because you
And I
couldn't
was like,
fucking see
oh,
anything.
yeah, that's cool. And then my brother opens up and he gets a Game Gear.
Oh,
and I'm
right.
like, fuck, that's got a colour screen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mum doesn't love me. Mum doesn't
Shit.
fucking love me. And then I didn't cry. But I was like, oh,
you
that one
realised-
looks... He's playing Bruce Lee and I'm playing
Yeah.
16-bit Mario.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's because the
Did
thought
you
process.
know how much more like mileage that the Game Boy was going to have?
Not
in
at the
game?
time.
Yeah.
At the time, it was like Game Gear is this super advanced, like
Oh,
black,
right.
sleek, awesome looking. You could play Bruce Lee on it.
Like a Neo Geo.
Way of the Dragon. And I was like, yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, but I
fucking
imagine
around with Mario.
from your parents' point of view, it was kind of like well, we can't get them the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
yeah.
just get one of each, and they'll share, and they probably wouldn't share. It's just
Yeah.
like, it's my Game Boy. Fuck you.
I once got a fucking giant. So in England we have Costco, which is a bit like the States have Costco everywhere, but like
Right.
in England there's only a few Costco's. There's like 3, I think, in the country, and then
Really?
there's massive warehouses.
No way.
Yeah, they're not
There's
very
one
common.
in Bristol.
Yeah, and they're a member only like warehouse where they import loads of American shit basically. And my parents had a Costco membership, and I think that's when my dad got me this fucking giant 5-man inflatable boat. Right? Well, this thing is fucking huge. Like, so you get onto the beach in England, and a lot of people like their little rubber dinghies. You know that you usually get them from like a stand on the front of the beach and stuff. Bear in mind the weather in England is not that great, so we were all like grinning and bearing it, like, yeah, having a quality time in my shitty rubber dinghy getting blown to fucking France, right?
Yeah.
And he brings back this giant. Well, my mum as well, obviously, but I think my dad went and got it. And he brings back this fucking giant 5-man thing, and I'm like, I'm going to be the king of the fucking beach in this giant inflatable thing. This thing was so ridiculous.
You
It
drift
had
out to sea.
it had rod holes in it, rod holders, fishing rod holders in
Yeah.
a rubber boat.
Well,
Can you imagine trying to land fish in a rubber? Oh, the hooks are in. That's fucked. We're sinking, boys.
Twisting over.
Like, it just made no sense. But this
Anything bigger than a goldfish, we can't fish.
honestly, it was like, this thing was like,
mackerel only.
it must have been 8 foot long, I reckon. It was huge.
Holy shit.
I could sleep in it. So we blew it up because it's Christmas. Obviously, like 6 months
What, in the
until we were
lounge?
even going to feasibly going to use it. Blew it up in my lounge
Oh my god.
and just sat in it for days.
for days.
Like, so, like people
What?
went back to work, and I was like, I must have been, I don't know, it must have been like 10 or something, and it was like school holidays, so like other people, like parents went back to work or whatever, and I was just sat at home eating popcorn in my giant dinghy watching television.
Are you
it
sure
was-
the holes weren't for oars? Like they're
No,
literally
there were those as well, but there were
there were
rod
those as well.
holes
Oh,
at the
right.
back. But that thing was fucking amazing. It was the biggest
Wow.
dinghy. You could fit like.
What happened to it in the end then? Did it
We,
get?
we used it for
popped?
years and years and years. It lasted for like 5 to 10 years, I reckon.
Oh really?
Still using it when I was like 16, like rowing about at the beach, getting blown to France in it.
Getting blown to France.
Yeah, it was mental.
I can't keep up with the currents.
But yeah,
See you
that
later.
aside, Action Men were the big thing for me.
Fucking Action Men.
Yeah.
I got the camping set because I really like the idea of just having all my Action Men camp out
Nice.
Right.
for the night.
You like
What would they
camp-
do? Would they
Sorry,
bang?
you like Camp Action Men? Just
I had to
clarify
get
that.
my nan to buy a Barbie
Right.
so that my Action Man would have a girlfriend, but I refused to go to the checkout with a Barbie.
Mm.
And she
Oh.
didn't even get me a real Barbie. She got me a fucking knockoff.
To your sex
A
doll
Cindy?
instead.
can't remember what it was called.
Oh, not Cindy.
But either way, I was like, oh yeah. And I did some campfire scenarios, where a couple guys fucking beat the shit out of each other, because that's what you did
At camp.
essentially when it boiled down to it.
Battle camp.
I think
just
my little
the shit
brother
out
had
of
the
your action men.
like an army truck for action men as well. We could get two of them in there and then just have this big old Jeep running
I
around.
had the
That was pretty
fucking
cool.
attack helicopter. Do you guys remember that?
I think I do. Yeah.
Holy shit! The one that had like the fold-out rockets out the side and
But
stuff.
they're really expensive.
That
like,
was-
when you
yeah,
look
that
at
was
it, when you
towards
like
the
even
end
looking
of
at
my
it now,
obsession.
those toys are expensive
That
to
was
2 years ago.
2007.
to the standard of like I still wouldn't consider buying like them for a child or myself. I wouldn't buy.
I got a
buy them
lot
for
of mileage
myself,
out of
but
them though. I used
Max
to
Steel was
fucking
the
love
next
them.
generation.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Max Steel. That was a bit too gone for
That
us
was
though.
too
I
past
watched
the
it on
point.
TV, but
That CGI. Yeah.
it was still kind of quality on TV. I did
It
kind of
was.
like it.
It was kind of fun. Yeah.
Max Steel.
What do you imagine for the future for like gifts
See,
in
this is-
terms of like? Do you know, here's an app, son. What?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You've
It's like,
got
no,
several apps.
I've already got
and
Minecraft.
an iTunes voucher.
This is why you
Android
realise why
voucher.
your grandparents always said, "Oh, back in my day, I was happy
Yeah.
with ball on string."
And all you want is coding things
All
on
you
a
want is-
computer.
I guess
Something
the
more
biggest-
complicated than it took to get rocket to moon.
I guess the difference is everything up till now has been physical,
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
and now it's
more-
digital,
Now you'd appreciate. Yeah, I'd rather have a copy
or
of
a device that
Fallout
has more
than
digital. Thing.
a Game Boy. Or
The
something.
thing-
Still,
the thing
it
is-
still is.
I think that
Digital.
when you say physical, like I think that
Ball and cup.
gaming is still physical, really, because
Yeah.
it's still like it's like watching a film or reading a book in a
course,
way.
yeah.
I think once we get to the point where we're interacting and existing within virtual environments,
We'll be
then
buying
things are going to go fucking
the
mental.
vibe for everyone.
Yeah,
There you go,
yeah,
son.
yeah. Something even higher than that. I
Lose
think.
yourself in this world of imagination.
I think it's going to take sort of like
Falseness.
consciousness.
I like the way Skylanders and Disney Infinity have done stuff where you
With
get
a
the physical
physical
model.
Yeah,
toy,
that is
yeah.
cool.
That would be really appealing to me as a kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, to keep
Yeah,
to have
yeah,
that
yeah.
figurine and then use it in a game is useful.
Then again, what do I know? They
Yeah.
probably just still like Minecraft.
Yeah, build your own.
I mean, Shin and Duncan love that
Shin and
kind of
Duncan
shit.
just love that
So
shit. Didn't they? Yeah.
who knows?
Mm.
Transcends
What if they
all
did it with
ages.
the next Total Warhammer game where you had to buy the Warhammer
Oh,
first,
dude, that'd be fucking amazing.
and then you had to paint it, and
Oh,
it goes into the game as
I'd
that
love that
same
so
painted
much.
model.
And,
So
like,
basically, like a 3D scanner, you literally drop it in there.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd be so good.
Or you just
They're
like
in.
put a code in on the back of the box and be like, just bought another set of orcs. Here we go.
Yeah.
Like it'd be horrendous. Like you come up against armies where somebody's spent $5,000 on army, prepare to die, scrub. Oh no! But yeah, no, I'd fucking love that. If I could just scan in my existing army and play virtually, dude, that's a great idea.
I've got my brother a really good Christmas gift this year.
What is it?
Oh, yeah.
I think I've done well.
We don't say it. I mean,
Oh, I know what it is. Is it what we were looking at Comic-Con?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
oh yeah, I saw that.
He's
yeah.
a big fan of a certain franchise. It's very big
He's a
right
big
now.
franchise fan.
Indiana
It's
Jones.
just a
Yeah,
franchise.
it's huge right now.
Indiana Jones.
And I've got him something very unique.
Nice.
You know.
Ah, replica Pocahontas wig.
Exactly, from Indiana Jones.
And the Temple of Pocahontas.
Fucking hell.
Anyway.
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure that's legit.
This doesn't
Much.
work. These
This
franchises
isn't
don't
legit
really
much.
work.
So in the holiday season, I'm going to be
Disney
playing
owns it.
probably Fallout until I get bored of it. I'm bored of the
Fallout.
fucking Gamebryo engine.
Yeah, I've not actually got into Fallout yet. And
Yeah,
I
it's-
don't-
Or
I
perhaps
don't
tough.
know if I'm going to fall into that.
I think if you weren't a huge fan of Fallout 3 or New Vegas, I don't think you'd have much inkling to try it,
I don't
apart
know.
from all the hype surrounding it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The hype was ridiculous.
Yeah, I usually
for
get caught
Fallout
up in
4.
the hype.
And I got caught up in it as well. I was like, oh, fuck, I can't wait to play it
It's
as
a
well.
good
And
marketing campaign.
whip
And they
it
said
up,
like we're
start-
releasing it in this year.
yeah.
In 6 months' time, it's fucking
I
coming out.
Yeah, I started
That was
playing it,
like a
and then,
year.
like, I just don't know. I don't know if I have the motivation to kind of do the whole thing, like building my own encampment and stuff, whatever, and
See, I do, and I think that's
searching
where
for
it
everything,
is.
and then just, I don't
You've
know, I
gotta
can't
find
get
your-
over some of the
Find your own fun.
clunkiness of it.
It is super clunky. The animations are dated.
Which is okay, but
It's yeah.
I'm sure I could look past it. but
I
it's
really
just
hope
like,
Bethesda create a fucking amazing engine for the next
Elder
whatever it
Scrolls.
is, Elder Scrolls.
Oh,
Because back in the day when Oblivion came out, it's like we've created this incredible,
yeah,
revolutionary
and
engine,
it was like it looked
and
great.
they're still
at the time.
using that engine for the Fallout 4.
Is it the same Oblivion engine?
It's Gamebryo. All of it's been Gamebryo. They've just added to it
man.
iteratively, iterating on it. But yeah, it's not enough of a change in the
Mhm.
engine, I don't think, for it to be considered a current AAA modern title. You know,
Yeah.
it's a huge open game. I appreciate all of that shit, but still, you know,
Yeah.
I wonder if it is an engine limitation or just the fact that they just kind of got lazy with it and did just the same animations and same textures and stuff.
You got to wonder whether they're working on something else in the background, and that's why they kind of thought, let's whip this out now. and then or do
Big
you
release
think,
though, like
it's a big deal, though, isn't it? It's just it's not going to be a quick job to make it, surely.
no.
But
I don't know. Yeah, the thing is, like, I've seen them do stuff like interesting animations and stuff with that engine. Like, there was a release they did when Skyrim was about, and they're like, we did a game jam this weekend with all of our developers coming up with new and exciting mods for Skyrim. Like, they did their own mods, and there was stuff like they did crazy fucking animation work for the dungeons and did like like floating platforms and stuff that just didn't look like it was part of the engine, but they can clearly do with it. They just don't, and it's weird.
I guess it's all about efficiency. With
you want it to be as optimized as possible before launch, but
I don't know. It's still a really, really good game. I still think I will play a ton of hours into it, but it just doesn't feel new.
I wonder if I'd rather go back to Metal Gear Solid, because I never really feel like I gave that.
MGS, yeah.
I don't think I gave that the time that it deserved, because it's a well-made game.
It's super well-made, yeah.
The only thing I don't like is obviously the way that every time you get on a horse, it does like a fucking trumpet sound. It's like, okay, and the drum, it's like, well, that's not unnecessary.
Just
and
some quirks,
and also just each time you do a mission, it's kind of it's a little loading screens and stuff every now and then. But the actual gameplay and stuff is really interesting and fun. And
I've always loved the MGS universe.
Yeah, I want to get back into it. I think I'd rather get back into that than take on thing. Fallout 4. So that would be my thing. Try if anything.
Smith, you gonna be playing Dota?
You playing some Dota or some Battlefront?
I played Dota for the first time in like 3 weeks yesterday.
Oh my god!
How did that go for you, mate?
Pretty bad. We got stomped.
Oh.
But no, it was enjoyable. I've been playing
quite
a lot
of
Battlefront.
The time commitment is super disappointing when you lose, like, because you put that time in.
No, because that's what makes the successes great. If there wasn't
that's true.
An element of failure, then there wouldn't be an element of success.
As with anything in life.
Huh? Yeah, there cannot be light without the dark, mate. Shit without the sharp.
That's exactly.
Nice.
Anyway, that's what Christmas means to us.
We haven't actually looked at the fourth point there.
What was it?
Anal stuff.
Point? Who put anal stuff?
Oh, someone put stuff, and I thought I put anal in front of it.
Oh,
so
I mean, it's just a case of like, well, I mean, it was Christmassy kind of
Christmas
themed things.
It was anal stuff,
and
Tinsel.
You put anal stuff.
Yeah.
Well, what does that really work with?
I know Smith's got. What was that?
Sorry, I've got the sound effects of you screaming. So every now and then that might
I think it's pretty Christmassy. I think Smith's got plenty to talk about on this subject.
Huh?
Anal stuff.
Do you set up Christmas decorations in your own homes?
No.
Like
Christmas
in
cards
my flat,
tap.
I don't know if I think
yeah,
last year I put up. I just put up lights. I think it was very miserable looking.
You put the lights up and I
was like, I'm done.
These are just for me.
I was like, I'm not going to put a tree up. Like, unless you're going to have like shitloads of people around and stuff. I don't see the point in having a tree.
I have a lot. I have people around every week
maybe
now.
I'm just being Scrooge. Who knows?
Yeah.
I think the reason I don't is because when I go home, my parents are really good at like that sort of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
And it's just like I feel like I'm just. What's the point of me doing
also,
it? It's gonna look shit.
Yeah, exactly.
You like to learn.
Well, yeah, not necessarily.
I
That.
years and years of
I don't
practice.
really care that much.
My mum's fucking awesome at that shit, and I used to love coming home and being like, "Oh shit, the whole room is like a big piece of tinsel." It's
Maybe
amazing.
we're just saving it for that then. Maybe that's what I'm saving it for. It's just the better family experience.
I guess. Yeah. I don't know.
But one day
I go through phases. I used to love winter and that sort of stuff, but now I think I'm more of a summer guy.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think I'm still kind of wintry.
I don't know.
I like being fucking cold. And
I hate how
getting
dark
into
it
bed
gets so quickly.
Warming up.
It pisses me off and it gets me down.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, exactly. That's why.
It's just
I'm
like,
it's
like,
not
even 5 and
can't
it's
do
pitch black
anything.
outside.
Like
true.
I was back the weekend the other day and I was like, I need to get some stuff done today. And it's like, 5:15 and it's dark. It's just like, fucking hell.
No, I know why
get
you're
up early,
looking
guys.
for that low light.
Yeah, because I just need to
But
navigate.
I can't see.
I just need to
all.
see it. It's reasonably cost-effective night vision.
What, $2,000?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how expensive night vision
night
is.
vision would be pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But that's the worst part of it. It's the darkness so early. I don't wake up early enough to appreciate the morning light.
That's it as well.
In the early morning gets benefit. Okay, that's fair enough.
Partly being fucked by daylight savings, but mostly being fucked by myself.
Sleep
What?
pants.
In the morning, I'm mostly fucked by myself.
And on that note,
The early morning fuck.
Let's move on to funny news, shall we?
That's right, mate. You fucking love funny news.
It's going to be hilarious this time. I
Is
guarantee.
Never is.
Guarantee.
It's going to be hilarious.
Guarantee.
Okay, let's
Never
guarantee it.
is.
Let's take him to the section.
Get on, Puddin'. Hello.
Oh, look, the section's not different.
I'm
Massively.
gonna start because it's always the most disappointing.
You may as well start. I've got several headlines that I
I've
always
got
like
a
to
few
read
lined
a
up
few.
as well.
You know how it is.
There might be some overlap.
Yeah, why not?
All right, so we got something to do with a hilarious invention made for women to pee.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
Shiwi.
The next one is
Sheepy.
some guy
Shiwi?
screaming and calling people. Police were called on that person. And the other one, it was a hilarious letter sent to the parents about a bad report.
Fuck, they all sound so good. How can I choose?
I know.
God, Trot.
Which one would
you
you
didn't
like?
spend long searching,
Don't
did you?
all pick
'Cause
at
I
once.
vetoed all of those.
You vetoed all of them.
Well, when I looked for them, yeah.
Good. That's why I'm going first.
Okay, right.
So,
Disappoint us, Trot. Throw one at us. Just go
Anytime.
random.
all right. So I'm going to go with a schoolboy letter. So this is what this person wrote to their parents. How many started you?
prepared to laugh.
It is with great regret and sorrow that I am writing to you. I had to elope with my new girlfriend because I wanted to avoid a scene with Mum and you. I've been finding real passion with Stacy and she is so nice, but I knew you would not approve because of her piercings, tattoos, tight motorcycle clothes and the fact that she's much older than I am. But it's not the only passion, Dad. She's pregnant. Stacy said that we'll be very happy. She owns a trailer in the woods and has a stack of firewood for the whole winter. We share a dream of having many more children.
Trailer in the woods.
Stacy has opened my eyes to the fact that marijuana doesn't really hurt anyone. We'll be growing it for ourselves and trading it with other people in the commune for all the cocaine and ecstasy that we want.
What?
In the meantime, we pray that science will find a cure for AIDS so that Stacy can get better.
Oh.
She surely
what?
deserves it. Don't worry, Dad. I'm 15 and I know how to take care of myself. Someday, I'm sure we'll be back to visit.
It's a
so
joke,
you
right?
can get to know your many grandchildren. Love, Joshua.
That's a joke.
I imagine at this point, the parent would be hyperventilating, going fucking nuts, like,
Sure.
holy fuck. There's a PS.
Okay.
Dad, none of the above is true. I'm over at Jason's house. I just want to remind you that there's worse things in life than the school report that's on the kitchen table.
Oh.
Yeah?
He's
I thought
moving-
that was a pretty good letter.
That's a good letter.
Laugh,
to,
Smith. Laugh.
Yeah, it's alright.
Laugh.
it wasn't really funny. It was more like, oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because obviously all those things would be devastating. Having an AIDS-ridden pregnant
Baby.
woman,
AIDS
in your
baby.
life, AIDS baby
Well, the baby wasn't.
as well, which is
have it.
never a recommendation for anyone. Yeah, that's
I think sometimes the baby can be born without AIDS if you are HIV positive.
well. You let me know.
I'm glad. Funny news. The other one is the shiwi. There was a
The
negative.
shiwi.
It
Tell us
wasn't a
about the
negative.
shiwi because I think that was quite an interesting thing. The little story that the woman had was quite
Yeah,
funny.
so someone bought the shiwi. They actually thought it was a pretty decent product, so it was not a negative review, but she had a funny story about it. So she was flirting with a guy in a bar, and they were walking back somewhere, and it turns out that she really needed a piss, so she whipped out a shiwi, and then she turned around. A shiwi, by the way, is literally a tube from your lady parts down to the ground, like a big tube.
It's a
that you can-
funnel. It's not really a
It's a
tube.
It's a
funnel.
funnel. It's a
a
Pissing into a
You're
cardboard
pissing
funnel.
into a
tube.
funnel.
It's a piss
and
tube.
it's
Trump.
pink, and yeah, and basically the flirt of the night, the date, turned around and saw it, and then ran away. And she thinks that he thought it was a penis, and she was like fucking warning everybody to say, just be aware of the shiwi because it may look like you actually have a penis.
Also,
and
she was just
had
pissing down a back alley.
She was
But
just
that's-
pissing down a
That's
back
kind
alley.
of odd for. I mean, I guess it depends on where you are, but
Yeah,
if you're that desperate,
there you go, shiwi.
piss anywhere.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Your
Shiwi sounds like a good invention. To be fair,
turn. Shiwi.
in terms of like you don't have to sit
They
down
use them
or
at festivals
crouch.
a lot.
Yeah,
Just
just
where I first saw
piss in
one.
a tube.
Yeah.
I'll use one as well.
Well, I mean, you need one?
Don't know, I just want to look like I've got length,
Oh, well, I mean,
like
like
an extra long like tube like
You're not
penis.
So
kidding
you just
anyone.
pee into the tube and then extend it
Dunno.
further down.
Zimbabwe's Mr. Ugly is not ugly enough. Zimbabwe's
fuck's
Mr. Ugly contest is marred by riots and claims of cheating after
Riots?
the winner is criticised for being too... They love a riot in Zimbabwe, don't they? After
What?
the winner is criticised for being too handsome.
Okay.
Fuck. So, some dude, I'm not going to try and pronounce his name, was chosen by
Why?
judges over 35 other Mr. Ugly... 35!
Wow.
Fucking 30... That's a lot of people. But we got a lot of uggers here, guys. Get them in.
Uggers.
Missing front teeth and wide range of revolting facial expressions.
Like
Former champion, Mr. Massavinu, a veteran with 4 previous Mr. Ugly titles, cried foul, however, saying that Mr. Sayre's ugliness should not count because it was not natural. He says, I am naturally ugly. He's not. He is ugly only when he opens his mouth.
Only when he opens if he opens his fucking mouth. He's
saying,
a disgusting
do
prick.
I have to lose teeth to win? This is cheating? ? And the guy replied, yes, you are too handsome. The mob began pushing and shoving and hurling insults at the judges.
Holy shit, people
an ugly, world's ugliest whatever, Zimbabwe's ugliest
They
competition.
said the guy should be disqualified because it was meant to focus on natural ugliness.
Oh,
teeth are natural, right?
Yeah, born into it, pure blood uggers,
Bro, that's pure blood uggers having teeth that are bad.
Yeah, all right. It's just basically a bunch of guys arguing about being horrendous to look at.
Where do you reckon you place
for cash
in that competition?
Mr. Uggers?
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit of a weird question. I'd hope I'd be right at the bottom.
I reckon I'd be near the top.
Dead last.
I could pass.
Trot, did you see the
being
guy who lost?
Self-deprecating, Trot.
Trot, did you see the guy who lost?
No, I didn't. I have never
Trot
seen
was a mess, mate.
I'm going to have a look.
You've got no chance of getting anywhere near that.
I like the guy. Are you looking at the Sky News page?
No.
The guy on the right of the frame is pretty fucking hilarious. Hold on, I'll link the
Oh
story.
yeah,
in
no,
chat
I see it.
now.
I see it now. Yeah,
There
the
you
guy
go,
on the right
guys.
frame, what with the eye like
There's
poking.
the story. Oh no! Don't click that link. It's porn. No, it's not porn. Unless you like really ugly Zimbabwean guys. Then it is porn.
Not that.
I like the guy on the right.
They don't really scream, "Oh my god, that's a really hideous man!" Like remember they did
Yeah.
the ugly dog competition. The dog was fucking ugly. It was like horrible to look at. Like this, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yes,
I don't think they're that bad.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
You're my angel.
Well,
I mean,
Ross,
yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
tintillate us.
I've got a couple of stories that kind of. Well, maybe the headlines are probably fun than the actual stories, but here we go. So, an interesting one, more than funny. Black Friday begins early with online deals on meth and stolen credit cards. So the internet's black market marked down illegal stocking stuffers, as if you're going to put ecstasy in a.
Here you go, kid. Got you some E and fucking.
So basically, yeah, they've done a lot of discounts on that. So that's something to look forward to, everyone. I'm not going to go into that article. It's probably boring. Indiana man gets a 4-year sentence for stealing brains from museum and selling them.
That's not
brains.
funny. That's just
How
like,
did? Yeah, but it's weird though, isn't it?
yeah, but it's not funny.
How did who did he sell the brains to?
Hey mate, do you want a brain? What?
Oh yeah, sure. How much? $600 apparently.
Come with
Really?
me. I got a brain for you.
He said a San Diego man who purchased about 6 jars of brain tissue on eBay for $600.
Damn.
Like what?
Hey mate, do you want to see my brain? Oh God, no!
Oh no,
Not that one.
Not yet.
Jesus.
The one I stole from a museum.
Yeah.
The other one that really kind of actually was funny was, also quite offensive to a certain person, but Melrose Middle School students under fire for the Kick a Ginger Day. They made a Kick a Ginger Day.
What, the students or the teachers?
The students, well, I'm guessing the students did, because
No,
why
the
would a teacher
teachers
do
gang
that?
together. And
Oh,
said,
you know what? You know what I don't like? I don't
gingers
like
need a good
people who've got
fucking
ginger hair.
pelting.
I still do not understand
Smith, mate, you'd have a...
where ginger hate came from.
I don't know.
Like, who cares? Like,
What, it was kids, isn't it? It's little kids who just... Oh,
yeah, but there's
you're
so many
super
other things to
pale
pick
and
on people
freckly.
for.
They're stupid, isn't it?
There are so many other things to pick on people for than
Well, yeah, of course.
being ginger.
Well,
I'm not saying,
Well, list them off then.
I don't know. So I can look at that kid. He looks like a dweeb. Like, it's easier just to roughly cast aspersions. I'm not saying that any of these things are right or wrong. I don't give a shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying that it's just weird that kids went, look at the color of his hair. It's like, yeah, have you seen the color of your hair? Yeah, it's different to the color of your hair, and it's just like, who gives a fuck?
But that applies to so many other things as well. Like,
Maybe
yeah, well,
it's-
racism, I guess, is the
well, in
obvious
general,
one.
yeah. Like,
But then
why
again,
is anyone-
it's the same thing. I'm kind of just think like,
Why?
but the thing is with racism, there's obviously like cultural aspects to it and that sort of shit. Like, not
Whereas
saying that any of them are wrong or right again, but it goes further than simply the color of the skin. With the hair thing, it just seems so fucking trivial. Like,
Well, it's kids though, isn't it? Kids are like.
no,
caught
but
up
I
on
think they're
trivial
quite
shit.
vindictive little fuckers.
Yeah, they
like,
are.
They're clever,
Yeah, but not that clever.
No, clearly not. Maybe that's it, Trot. Kids are dumb.
It's an easy go-to, isn't
We got
it?
the bottom of that one. Yeah, but
Yeah.
also,
Well-
some people have, people with really, really light blonde hair. That's pretty weird.
Is it also about the fact maybe there are like is there equal amounts of brunettes, blondes, and gingers in the world, or is
No,
there?
ginger's a recessive gene.
Well, there you go. It's rarer to see a ginger person. When you do, they kind of
Yeah.
stand out compared to everyone else.
But then
Why
again,
do
blue eyes are rare,
It
mate. Nobody
always seems
teases
like
about
odd
that, do they?
to
Are they
hold
rarer?
abuse.
Blue eyes are the rarest form of eyes, yeah.
Rarest form of eyes.
I don't know if that's a spurious Smith.
No.
fact.
Again, it's a
Blue
recessive
eyes.
thing.
It's a mutation.
For
yeah.
example, if two parents have blue eyes, then you'll get a blue-eyed kid. But if you have one parent's brown eye, one eye is blue, the blue is the least likely to come out of that
What if you just end up getting both?
mating. Huh?
One blue and one brown.
That is called something, which I did know the answer
I can't
to.
remember the name of it.
But yeah, that's even rarer. That's something else. That's something fucking
well,
mental.
don't worry. No staff or
I
faculty
think-
witness students being kicked in the halls. So that's all right then, isn't it?
Huh?
No, there was no witnesses to the kicking.
What? Of the gingers?
Yeah.
Well, no, so it basically didn't happen.
It basically didn't happen. If it did,
Everyone's
happen, it was
saying
done
green's the fucking rarest colour. Green's a combination of blue and fucking brown.
Yeah, but
Fuck
surely
off.
if blue's the rarest, and then
Okay,
green is a
right. So
combination
we're going
of blue.
brown and blue are the main colours of eyes, right?
Yeah,
Right.
and then green is off of that.
The
Surely.
green's a combination.
Yeah, so surely by percentages.
But strictly speaking, it's not a verified colour. You don't get grass green eyes. You get sort of hazily
it's
browny
not a
blue.
verified colour.
Yeah, it's not. Right. Okay. Oh, fucking hell.
Jesus.
I'm gonna have a Google this now. You want me to Google it?
Yeah.
You
Alright.
have- you're gonna
Green
have to
eyes
do
are a
it now, aren't you?
thing, surely.
Fuck. Right. Hold on. I'm reading
Jesus
about it
Christ.
now.
I'm going
Right.
to kill
Eye
you.
colour ranges from darkest shades of brown to lightest tints of blue. Right.
Right.
So therefore, you could say it's green because somewhere in between that, you get a fucking colour combination. But you will never find a person who has pure green eyes. You will have people who have pure brown and pure blue. You couldn't say, that blue's got some brown in it. It might do, but you wouldn't then say, fuck, it's mauve.
Certainly
Yeah,
got-
but you could
certainly got
arguably
you wound
say
up there.
blue
I-
is just
but-
blue is just a lack of the pigment in the eyes, so therefore blue isn't really. It's just a spectrum. Where does that?
But
You still,
scientific classification
you can
says that there are
still
brown and blue
distinguish-
eyes,
You can
is what I'm
still
getting at.
distinguish green.
You can
within that
distinguish it,
spectrum.
yes, but when you're talking about recessive genes, an eye colour and that sort of shit, brown is more dominant over blue, which is where I came from, hence why blue is strictly speaking rarer
Well,
than brown.
It's very emotional.
enough.
Which is where it came from. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
It's because
Okay.
it's ginger and blue eyes.
It's because
I
I'm
think that's-
ginger and blue-eyed, and
Warriors.
kids kicked me at school every day. They'd kick a ginger week at my
and he
school.
kept crying. They're not green.
They had a
they're
whole
blue."
fucking week of kicking gingers. We hid
God.
for days.
Where did you hide?
In bins.
Where did you hide?
In bins.
Oh.
We had very large bins, but then
I
they
could
had
never-
then
I
they
never
did burn a
fucking
bin week
I never-
directly after kick a ginger week.
Oh man, that was such a
Fucking
busy
nightmare.
week.
We lost 8 gingers that
I never
year.
thought to
That
look
was a
in the
busy
bins.
week. Holy shit.
8 gingers, there were only 20 of us.
Well, here's a lighter story. Man who took 35 Viagra pills in an hour ends up in hospital with 5-day erection.
Wow.
5 days. 5 days 5-day erection.
Oh,
Imagine
God.
having a fucking erection for 5 days.
Oh, you'd have to rethink a lot of things.
Oh, but that's going to be. Surely this just gets worse and worse. You know they have to
At
drain.
what point do you reckon it's like this is a problem in the day? Like
This is a
oh,
problem.
let's be
Why would you
good.
take 5 in within the space of an hour? Oh, it's not quite working. Oh no, it's working.
Oh, it's very-
After the hour's
Shit.
up, you're like, oh, it's been 5 days. I feel weak.
Holy fucking
What's
shit.
going on?
How would you do?
It's just a permanent load
What's
of
the ma-
blood.
Doesn't
He's
it really thin your
not
blood or
used.
something?
Really tired heart. We wouldn't thin it. It would just your body could produce more.
You just have less blood in
Wow.
throughout.
Well, you piss it out. I think that's how you get rid of excess blood in the body.
Oh yeah, but then they
Yeah,
do. They
it's
have
an
to like.
injection, isn't
Oh,
it?
they have
No,
to like
it comes
pump
out,
out,
in
don't
piss.
they?
Does it?
As in when
So-
you piss, you can.
No.
So the capillaries,
No, it doesn't.
or whatever.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't come out as blood. It comes out as urine. But
Right.
I'm fairly sure that's how your body because say for. I mean, obviously, I haven't seen many case studies about men with 5-day fucking erections.
Sounds like you've researched it.
But when you give blood, for example, your body replenishes the blood.
Yeah, well, it says here
And-
he ended up feeling
Right.
sick, dizzy, and hallucinating. Everything I saw was green. Too much like Smith a minute ago.
Yeah.
I had a mass erection that would not go away. After spending 2 days in hospital, Mr. Medforth was later discharged and was forced to spend the rest of his time in bed. He said, "It wasn't a permanent erection, but every time I brushed against something for 5 days, it sprang into life, and it was no use to me."
No use.
No use to me.
Holy
Fortunately, my
shit.
wife
I
has
I
forgiven
can
me.
do nothing with this.
His wife has forgiven him, and I realise that I've been very, very lucky because obviously, in most cases, you actually have to have like a drain on your knob, which then just gets the blood out.
Do you think if you had an erection big enough, it would pass right through Venus?
Yeah, because it is a gas giant, right? Yeah, we've been through that one.
Lugnut in the chat said, the blood in the penis can coagulate, and if so, needs to be drained, sliced, and opened from the side.
That's what I saw.
That's the one that, that's
you have
it.
to get in there.
Oh, fucking
Get in
hell.
there and get it out.
Is it because it doesn't flow properly?
Yeah, there's no blood flow, I assume. It just stays there.
Fucking don't mess with Viagra. They've been doing 5 in an hour. This guy's crazy.
I took 6 this morning, so...
You took 6?
I'd love to try it just to see what it does. It's like, well, I mean, obviously I know what it does, but like just to sort of see like
Well,
whether you could calm yourself
seeing
down.
Seeing these horror stories means that I would never even want to try it just as a like. Because this guy clearly had no problems beforehand. It's just in case he was like, oh, this fucking experiment was.
Well, I'd love to try that. I'd also love to try and stay awake under general anaesthetic. Like, you know how they're like, countdown from 10, 9. I just be like, 8, 7, I'm so awake.
Oh, fuck, I can't resist the
and
sleep.
then they're just turning the fucking drip up just to really put you out.
Oh.
You're going to have to kill me like a rhino.
You're going to have to fucking put me down. Put more in me. Ah!
Oh,
Fucking
fuck,
hell.
that'd be
You know,
so funny.
You can get really high, apparently, if you, like, take sleeping...
The lewds, yeah.
Sleeping tablets and stay awake.
Get the lewds.
You know, they did it on the film...
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street.
No, it wasn't just that. That was lewds, but
yeah.
like basically, it's a specific type of travel medicine that you can then just stay awake.
Is it laudanum?
I don't know what it is. I don't know the specifics. I remember it was on. It was also on. What's that film?
Oh
with
wait,
the
no, it's not
LARPing
laudanum. It's
and
not laudanum at all. Huh?
The LARPing and the guy from Ant-Man.
Oh yeah. Role models.
Yeah, because Sean, what's his name? William Scott. His character takes it as well. Like,
it's not OxyContin, is it?
He's trying to stay awake. And apparently, like, gives you like a weird buzz. But I don't know why I went to that story.
Fuck, we should just
That's
go
just
and buy some off the shelf ones. This is the
Well-
thing, in England, they catch all that shit before it gets to sale. Like, you know, for example, crystal meth could be made from...
Are we back on meth?
We're back on
Back
meth.
on meth.
How are we back on meth
Just want to quickly
already?
round off the meth
I'm
thing.
back on meth from the
you
funny
know-
story. Go
You
on.
know, cough medicines and stuff like that have something called they used to have pseudoephedrine in it, which is an it's an analgesic, right? So pseudoephedrine used to make people feel great, used to make you feel better when you had a cold.
Yeah.
They banned it in the UK because it's like one of the main things you use to make crystal meth off the shelf.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I think it is in Breaking Bad. They buy loads of fucking cough syrup and they're making it like...
Right.
But it got banned, and now we just have this shitty replacement, which isn't actually scientifically proved to do anything in our cold and flu medicines in the UK. And all you're really taking that
great.
has any clinical effect is paracetamol.
Which is just pain relief.
Well, yeah, but yeah. Well, it does. Yeah, like some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, moving on to a different note.
Crystal meth's interesting because no, go on.
He's got more about
He's done.
crystal meth.
Go on.
He's done.
Originally, I wanted to find Christmas funny stories, but I couldn't really find any, so we just went for normal funny stories because, you know, well, why the fuck not? But I did find some weird Christmas traditions. Obviously, this article says they'll blow your mind, but I feel like that's clickbait.
Clickbait. Pure clickbait.
But there are some weird ones. Like there's the legend of the pooping Christmas log, where Catalan children take a log, often painted with a smiley face, into their home, and they feed it every night.
What?
They bundle the log at night to keep it warm.
What do you mean feed it?
And they treat it with love and kindness. Then on Christmas Day, the children beat the log with sticks while ordering it to poop out gifts for them.
What?
Where is this?
What log? A wooden log?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
How do they feed a log?
Well, I guess they just smush like fucking stuff into its fake mouth.
There's
Feed
no mouth.
that. And then they hit sticks. They beat the log with sticks.
I don't get it.
And they
You're just
order it
hitting
to poop
wood
out
with wood.
gifts for them.
Don't get
Make
what,
gifts for me.
what,
Gift
what
me!
are we trying to learn here?
Speaking
I
about,
don't know.
Where'd that come from?
I don't know.
yeah, what country is this?
Well, that was in Catalonia.
Okay,
There's another one
mental.
here from Japan.
mental pseudo Spaniards.
Here from Japan, which says pre-ordering KFC buckets for Christmas dinner. That's apparently
Oh yeah, they've started doing KFC delivery now.
supposedly a Western tourist found himself in Japan with nothing to eat on Christmas except KFC. He mentioned this to an employee who mentioned it to a manager, and eventually the message was passed up high enough that KFC Japan decided to capitalize on the marketing opportunity.
Really?
The fried chicken joint now heavily advertises KFC as a primary feature of the Christmas meal. It's now such a
Because of
popular
that.
custom that lines form and some locations ask that customers pre-order their buckets.
Holy shit.
Nice.
And that's a bizarre Christmas tradition,
That's
right?
weird.
Let me see
Yeah.
if there's any more on here. Something about an Italian witch. I don't know. Funny. It's literally from Italy. The Italian Christmas witch, the Bafana.
The
In Italy,
Bafana.
the popular legend says that 3 wise men visited this old woman when searching for Jesus. She was kind, hospitable, gave many gifts. And now La Bafana flies throughout the world on a broom with gifts for all children. So basically, it's like a Santa. It's like a witch version of Santa.
Oh.
Odd, unless anyone else knows the real reason.
Which version of Santa?
Venezuela, roller skating to Christmas Mass. Belgium and France, flogger of bad children.
Dogger of bad children.
Flogger.
Team
So
Dogger.
And there's a picture of what looks like
They put them in stocks.
a black bearded man with a flog, like loads of sticks in his hands. When you hear the phrase "Santa's little helper," do you think of elves or a man who flogs bad children? St. Nicholas is sometimes known as Père Noël, and his assistant is
Don
Père
Perignon
Photogard. Sorry,
Don Perignon Bubble Bath?
Don Perignon. Someone tweeted that to us. Just want to ask you a question. Do you want Don Perignon bubble bath? The legend says that is a gruff innkeeper who killed his wife and children as punishment for his crime. He is forced to be Santa's assistant, who travels with Santa to dispense punishment to any misbehavior. So instead of
He's an
just carries
enforcer.
on his-
Instead of coal, he
He's
whips
Santa's
children.
enforcer.
I'll use your skill set. Beating
This is an
people.
odd. Yeah, that's odd. Ukraine apparently decorating Christmas trees with spider webs is a common thing. Sure, I mean that's not really that weird. It's kind of.
I mean,
strange,
how
but-
many are there here, Ross?
There's quite a few. Trot.
I mean, let's not.
Catalonia again. Is that
Have they got
Catalonia?
another one?
Adding the crapper onto nativities.
What? There's
Uh,
a toilet?
Likes connecting the scatological with their Christmas traditions,
Catalog.
as evidenced by the addition of their favourite Christmas figure, the Kagana.
The
Kagana
Kagner!
Translates literally.
Kagner!
Kagana translates literally to the crapper. The traditional Kagana features an impish man with his trousers down and is placed in a discreet corner of the
Do you reckon
nativity scene.
He's next to the 3 wise men. Got a
Squeeze him
frankincense.
Where should we hide him this year, lads? Tuck him in, put him in cot with Jesus.
Put him in family and
Let him
children
shit on
section.
Jesus.
Oh, we got a lifelike nativity scene. Should I actually put a shit in the toilet?
Yeah, well, apparently, while this scene may seem controversial, the Catholic Church in Catalonia has not forbade the practice. One cathedral in Barcelona even has its own official pooper.
It's the nativity shitter, okay?
Oh my god!
Put some tinsel around it or something beautiful.
The former Yugoslavia, tying up mothers. It just said tying up mothers.
Wow.
Residents of the former Yugoslavia would tie mothers to chairs and sing the song "Mother's Day, Mother's Day, what will you pay to get away?" demanding she give them presents in
What the
exchange for
fuck?
untying her.
Where did this start?
I don't
How
know.
does that happen?
I don't know, but the song.
You know what, I've got a fucking great
Sorry,
idea.
the song is chilling in itself. Mother's Day, what will you pay to get away? Like, what?
I don't know, whatever's in my wallet. Please untie me. from
Please,
this
God, leave me
chair.
alone.
Why
I
would
don't
you
know.
do that?
There's one from, it says the Alpines, the evil Krampus, child abductor. That's a movie film, I think. The Krampus.
Yeah, the Krampus, yeah.
But yeah, it's a child abductor, so that's an interesting.
I'm still kind of baffled by the fact that kids beat a log with a couple of sticks
And ask for it to poo as well.
and ask for it to shit itself. What the fuck?
I'm being told the
Merry
other one's called
Christmas.
Kagana or Kagana or Kagana. I just pronounced it wrong. I'm sorry. Not great with there's several others.
Kagner!
One, the Philippines, they stuff shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Something less terrifying in many countries, including the Philippines, small toys and goodies are stuffed into shoes rather than stockings. I mean, that's not too bad, is it?
That's all right.
And that's just like kind of a shoe stocking. You won't get much in there, but, fair enough.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, there's loads of different ones. I don't know if I should go on any more. There's
yeah, maybe,
we've exhausted.
Yeah, I'm very
a lot
much
of
done
these
with that.
things.
yeah, Black Pete from
Bavaria,
from Holland.
straw devils.
Black Pete, mate.
Czech Republic throwing a shoe to get a husband. How's
He's
that
still
Christmas?
going.
Why is that Christmassy? Sorry, I mean these are ridiculous. Some of these.
These are probably dubiously collated.
I think they are just randomly picked. Oh, these are just random things from different countries. Well, there you go. So I mean, there's some weird, funny news from you from all sorts.
And how we laugh.
Highlanders.
So if you want to mix things up this year, buy a log.
buy a
Give
log,
it to your children.
paint a face on it,
Make them force feed it.
force feed it, and then on
Give them
Christmas
some
Day,
sticks.
hit it with other sticks and beg it to shit for you.
Please shit.
For
log.
gifts. No, the shits are gifts.
Ah,
So yeah, there
you got
you
to
go.
shit gifts. All right.
But yeah, so there we go. Should we go to
Or just
another-
tie a mother to a chair.
Tie mother to a
Get
chair
her
and
to sing
ask
the
her to
song.
what will you pay to get away? Fucking hell.
What will you pay to get?
Oh, hey, Mother's Day. Oh, fucking weird.
Merry Christmas, Mother.
So in terms that's probably something that's done on Mother's Day and not Christmas, but it didn't really specify. So yeah, like you said, it's a
Spurious list.
spurious list. Should we go on to a challenge section which we haven't prepared?
No.
Haven't prepared a
Why
challenge.
would we?
If we could, what would you want to do for a challenge
I
if
don't
we
know.
were to do one?
Let's challenge Smith to come up with something good.
We'll go to the challenge section now. There we go. In challenge section.
God.
Do you think we should try and call Sips again? I know that's.
I don't know. He didn't like it so much last time. I
No,
mean,
he
he didn't actually
didn't.
say anything
He's
bad.
got a new
but
baby, guys. It's
We could call
Probably
somebody
not.
else.
Yeah, but we can ask him what he what Christmas means to him. Should we ask
Fucking
someone
yeah, I'll
in the
try.
office? I can actually no. I can.
It's called
Well,
Shin.
Who should we call? Shin.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he's busy?
He's probably recording, but it'd be fine.
'Cause I can plug my phone in and we can actually get a direct.
Can I plug my phone into a charger? You got one over there.
Because I can
Actually,
if I call,
Plug it
who
in.
should I call? Terps? We could call Terps.
Is he at home yet?
Oh fuck, I don't know. What time is it?
It's only funny when he's in personal time.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, should I call him anyway? See what he's up to.
Are you calling? Terps?
Should I call Terps?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay,
And ask him what his favourite thing about Christmas is.
We'll have a direct feed. He won't be able to hear your voices, but he'll be able to hear mine.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but we'll be able to hear him clearly. So,
I'll relay something if I
let's call him, shall we?
shall. If you like to call Terps, his number is... Here we go. Turn it up a little bit. That's better.
Yes, turned up. Max to the max.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, hey, buddy. You're live on Hat Chat.
Oh, am I? Oh, fantastic. Cool. I'm
Yeah.
in the rain.
You're just in the rain. Can we turn him up, Sam? Basically,
Turn me up.
Yeah, there you're up.
In the
You're
rain.
up. We just wanted to.
Okay.
We didn't have a challenge section for today.
Okay.
And so,
Cool.
what's going on
What the
there?
hell's happening?
It's just getting very windy.
It's getting very windy.
At
Okay.
the moment. That's fine. I'm getting very wet.
We just wanted to know.
Time whilst listening to your stream. I've never got wet before.
Right. We
Honest.
want to know what Christmas means to you.
What does it mean to me? I would say it's all about giving, isn't it? Really.
It's all about giving.
So I just like to really give a shit.
Another giver.
Just try and make sure that I'm doing things for people around me. So
Right.
like this morning, I helped 3 mentally challenged individuals, and I think that was really rewarding for me as well. Actually.
3?
Who were they?
And,
Who was
I
this?
mean, well, I don't want to. I don't do it to
Are you
tell
lying?
people about
Are you
it.
telling us a
No,
fake
no,
story?
No,
You're trying to make yourself look better on.
I'm not, and I said, you know what? Just keep doing what you're doing, okay? Because you know what? People will respect that. And they said, thanks, Terps. We appreciate that.
They didn't say
collectively
Terps.
from all of us here at Hatfield.
Over there about
Oh, right.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, for
I
There's a
God's
sting.
I
sake!
said that's really kind. It's really kind.
This guy.
And they try. That's the thing is, I think not a lot of people give them a chance, but
Yeah.
they should, because you know what? They're giving it a go, and it might not be funny. You might not, enjoy watching it.
Fuck, he's really
But
going
God
on.
damn it, they're trying, aren't they? They're really giving it their
Yeah.
best. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well-
that's got to count for something. And if anything, Christmas means we should give them a chance.
Give them
So
give
I'm
Hatfields a
gonna,
chance.
when I get home, I'm going to go on. I'm going to load up my PayPal or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you use, and I'm going to send you $5.
Okay.
And I'm just going to, with a message, of just give Hat a chance.
Give Hat a
Just give Hat
chance.
a chance.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that's
Christmas.
I mean, that's very
It's like a
Christmassy.
John Lewis advert.
Well, I hope you have a glorious Christmas,
Oh,
Tubbs.
it's getting even rainier.
It's
here,
getting
so,
rainier.
Yeah.
Really coming down.
It sounds good. Well, I mean, we love these chats with you on Hat Chat. So
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I
Thank-
appreciate that.
thanks
Tell
for
him
answering.
this will be the last one. Then.
This will
Is
be
this
the
it?
last.
Is that it?
This will be the last time,
Wow.
mate. Yeah,
Is that it?
your quota's
Too
up.
late unsubs. That's it.
Your quota's up. But thanks for answering
Right.
your telephone
No worries.
without
Thank
realizing
you.
what
Well,
would
I
happen.
thought it was something important. Exactly. It's
There you go.
It's my fault.
That's how we do it. We
You're
tricked
trying
you.
to it wasn't.
For giving a shit. So there you go.
So say bye to everyone, mate.
Bye bye, everyone.
Thanks
and
a lot.
apologies if you were offended by this segment, but fuck it.
There you go. So there you go. That's
Yeah.
Mark.
Cheers.
Bye.
Mark Fuck It Turpin. Thank you very much. There we go. He's gone. But there you go.
Oh,
That's-
wow, that's enlightening.
He's got very Christmas
Out of
spirit
all the
on him.
people in the
He's-
office, he's the one that gets me really, really in the mood.
Yeah.
For,
Really? No, sorry, I'll rephrase. In a mood.
for Christmas.
Gets me in a
or-
mood.
For Christmas?
No, just
Anything
it
else?
just gets
Just in
puts
general.
me in a mood.
Gets you in a
actually.
mood.
Just puts me right in a mood. Anyone else you'd like to call?
Well, I mean, I would love to call Sips. I don't want to interrupt him, though, but I don't have his number.
I don't either.
Smith does.
Shall I just tell you now?
Speed dial.
Well, don't tell me now.
Yes,
don't say it aloud. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit. All right, hold on. It's on my phone. 1 sec.
Do you want me to call him? He's not going to recognise my number if he hasn't got it in his phone. He's got your number in his phone.
Well, you can use my phone.
Does he have Skype? Yeah, I'll just plug your phone. Here we go. It's tense. The mood is tense. We'll just ask him how he's doing and what he thinks of Christmas. what does Christmas mean to him?
It's important, I think, to not just have what we think about Christmas, but other people.
That's the thing.
Too.
That's what exactly.
I think you've all learned something today, morally, about how Terps considers us mentally challenged.
We're using other people's personalities to pad out our content.
That's basically what's happening right now. That's essentially what's going.
Let them take the
maybe
stage.
He'll be in his car. Who knows?
Call Sam. Sam can hear all of this.
Okay.
I really hope he answers.
I hope he answers as well.
He's probably not going to.
He might not.
So
He'll see the number.
He might have fucking changed his number. I haven't called him and spoke to him in ages.
Oh. Hey.
Hello?
Hey. Sips, you're live.
Oh, great.
Are you busy? Are you busy?
I'm nude, but...
You're nude?
Oh, good.
Fine.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
great. That's perfect. That's exactly how we want you to be. We just wanted to ask you, what does Christmas mean to you?
God, I don't know. I've never really thought about it. Now, as a dad, it just means that I have to do a lot more stuff than I'd ever had to before.
But so
it's like, it's work.
It's
work.
It's a lot of work.
Now. It's a lot of work, yeah.
Oh God, you must be really busy right now because obviously the new kid and everything, and obviously keeping your channel going. How's that going, mate?
What question?
Well,
how's it going? Like, is he? Like, are you okay? Are you? We haven't spoken to you in ages.
No.
Are you tired?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Oh,
Gosh.
mate. We didn't wake you, did we?
I can't remember. Yeah, you did.
Oh no.
I know. It's like the only time I've had this week. It's just something that I really enjoy doing, and I was just having a dream about what Christmas meant to me, and then now here I am.
Oh, mate.
To you on the phone.
Oh, good. I mean, because I think our audience really appreciates waking you up in naked as well.
Yeah.
So that's great.
It's gone a bit too randy, if anything.
Well,
to be honest.
Yeah, Trot's really turned on now as well.
I'm very aroused.
He can't hear us, can he?
No, you can't. Sips, you can't hear Trot and Smith, but because of our system, it's very
Tell him I'm very
ghetto
aroused.
right now. What's happening, Trot?
Say I'm
Why
overwhelming.
is your system so ghetto?
It's just we plugged a cable in and
We've plugged an iPhone.
We just plugged an iPhone in and we just said let's call him. And here we are.
Oh.
So yeah. Trot? What's your situation?
I'm just extremely aroused.
Trot said he's really aroused now.
What? Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking to me. I thought you were asking like if I was like single or.
Are you single?
Whatever.
ASL.
I can be, depending. Yeah, I mean.
Ask him if he thinks about the times where he could sleep when he had all the time in the world. He just had a toddler, but now he has a baby.
Do you ever think about the times you could sleep when you had a toddler?
Yeah, just had a toddler. Like
when you
just
had a toddler.
No, you can sleep a lot more when you just have a toddler. But when you have like a baby and a toddler, it's
man.
less sleep than ever.
Ask him why you rigged the straw poll.
Why did you rig that straw poll that we had recently, where you won?
Which one?
The only one.
Don't tell me like don't know.
Don't act like you didn't
the
even.
merch thing.
Yeah.
That's the real reason you rang him.
I didn't rig it.
You rigged it.
I played fair the whole time.
You played.
Oh, come on! What do you mean?
You rigged it. We know exactly what you did.
Those are wild accusations.
You wanted crazy discount on your own merch, and you bloody shafted us. Trot cried.
I mean, those are the Christmas presents for everybody. I had to get the discount in place so that I could place a big order for Christmas presents for all of my family. Now everybody's just getting a Real Guy, the Best Guy T-shirt for Christmas.
Family.
Courtesy of me.
There you go.
Heavily discounted.
Oh, there you go.
Well, the discount past
the truth is out.
The discount's
everybody.
taken away from your earnings, just so you know.
Oh, come on. It's the Yogscast to get all of it. So.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. Well, thank you for answering. We need to do more stuff together, you know?
Yeah, we do. I know. I need to actually, start doing stuff
Let us
again.
know when you're free, because we don't want to interrupt you in these trying times.
No, they are trying times, but
Last
they're getting
this one
better.
is better than the last one.
I got a
The
personal
baby
question.
develops.
Sorry.
Yeah?
Yeah, once the baby develops. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say, once the baby develops, I'll have more time.
All right.
That's literally it.
Smith has a question. He is a personal question. Is this baby better than the last one? I mean, it's
so far, I mean, in terms of like,
I guess in terms of dealing
effort
with it.
required to sustain the baby,
Yeah.
and having like experience, I would say that like, as an experience, this one is better.
Okay.
But
I guess you've been through it once.
think,
It's like second try.
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
But
yeah.
I guess Smith wants me somehow to like say, you know, that I prefer one of my children.
That's literally. It feels like that's what he's trying to get from you. You don't have to answer, but we will require an answer in the next 30 seconds.
Okay. Well,
or we could cut you off suddenly just before you answer, so it's like a suspense thing. Well, I would choose, and then we cut off. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I can just do like the hang up sound. I'm like burr.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
But then we still hear him talking
no,
afterwards.
He hung up on us. Burr.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. So who would you choose?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, burr.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, guys.
I'm gone.
All right, we're losing him.
No.
Just
We
tell
lost
me-
him.
Hey, I watched you guys play Star Wars Battlefront. Is that good?
That was good fun. You should jump on with us when you get a chance.
Or just play it for fun, you
Yeah,
say.
I got a code, so
Yeah.
I keep meaning to play it, but I get to play video games for like an hour a week now.
Yeah.
So it's not ideal, but as soon as I get it installed,
It's more
I'll
game.
definitely-
It's more
Good
fun
game.
with like a group of people, I think. So yeah, by all means.
It
we'll
looks
jump.
awesome. It
Yeah.
looks like visually very impressive, but
It's
I don't know,
amazing.
like gameplay's like garbage or whatever.
Well,
but it
I've
looks
actually
pretty good.
we've had a lot of fun in it.
It's fun, it's
Smith's been
arcadey.
playing it a lot. It's very arcadey, but yeah, once you get it loaded up, jump on and we'll have a game.
That's an old term now. Arcade.
Okay.
No, it
Right.
isn't.
Well, thank you
All
for
right.
answering your phone on this random call. Everyone appreciates it.
Hey, it's my pleasure. It's really nice to hear from you guys. It's been such a long time.
It's been too
Tell him we're
long.
using him for his humour.
We're
know.
Trot's only using you for your humour. That's literally
You
what he
what?
said. Trot said he's only using you for your humour.
For my what?
For your
My
humour.
femur?
Your
I'm only
femur.
using him
Yeah,
for his femur.
He's trying to
Yeah.
harvest your
Who's got the
organs.
key to my femur? No, there's no lock on it. It's just open.
Loose,
Wide open.
really
Fine.
loose,
Just open.
easily accessible.
Awesome. Well, yeah. Thank you very much. We will
Okay.
speak to you soon.
All right.
Good,
Peace.
good
See you,
luck
mate.
with the baby.
Bye.
Bye.
You too. Merry Christmas.
Merry
and Happy
Christmas.
New Year, and I'll
Oh.
talk to you guys soon.
Yeah.
See ya.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
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 Oh,
there
wow.
We go. We got Sips.
That section.
He answered, guys.
You did it.
It's the
He made it.
call people
He did
section.
it.
So there you go.
Wow. I think that was successful.
That was successful.
2 out of 2.
People are asking us to call Lewis now. What's that? Lewis is over there.
I can, yeah,
I think we can hear him recording.
yeah, I think he's recording.
We could call Sam stripping.
We could call. Is he
All
on
right,
your
mate.
phone?
Oh, he's
How's it
twitching.
going?
He's streaming right now.
Is he streaming right now?
Is he
Oh, that
streaming
could be
now?
funny. It could be a cross-stream thing.
That's
Oh.
true.
I don't know if
I think I might have his
Sam's
number.
Hold on.
He might.
I
he's
can't
had
go
it
into your
there.
phone because it's just locked itself.
Yeah, he's got. Yeah, he's playing Bloodborne right now, so he's probably really pissed off.
Bloodborne.
Yeah, it's like a really hard game.
Do I have him on that one? Yeah, that's the thing. It's confusing.
Have you got a number?
I don't know. I don't think I have.
One. Try that one.
Try this one. Okay.
Two there. Make sure you click the UK one.
He probably won't answer because he's streaming.
Well, we'll give it a bloody go.
Give it a bloody good go. This will be the last one.
This will be the last one. There's two options. The top one.
There's only much we can soak of other
Yeah,
friends
yeah.
of ours.
Oh.
No.
I think that's the
All right, that's gone straight to nothing.
yeah, probably an old number then.
There you go, guys.
Maybe
Unless
he's
I can
blocked
try
you.
calling him on
Weird,
Skype, which
I spoke to his
I
US
don't
number
imagine
recently.
would go through. I can try calling him on Skype randomly.
If he's online.
But again,
Don't think he is.
so there we go. We just want to know what Christmas means to him. You know,
Yeah, we're trying to.
we're trying to
you know,
collate a
spread
list.
the Christmas cheer.
Trying to-
Well, you know,
it's a survey, guys.
It's a survey.
Let's move on to the Q&A section.
Yeah,
and
let's move on
answer
to-
some questions.
Let's ask what you guys.
I'm going to turn on
Think of
subs
Christmas.
only.
Yeah.
So it's subs only mode. So feel free to ask your question.
Yeah, he's on Do Not Disturb. Fucker. That little fucker. Fucker's on D&D.
All right, boys, how's it going? It's me
So-
stripping.
So we're going to a new section. Do you want me to play the
Do it.
sound for the new section?
Ugh.
Yeah, that's right. Cut you right
off.
off.
That's embarrassing.
That's exactly. Yeah, I mean, I
so
remember
embarrassed.
a couple of years ago we did a section which was poems of Christmas.
Right.
And we're not going to do that this year. So I'm just highlighting that was something that we once did.
Okay. Well, that's good.
I can't really think of anything else Christmassy to talk about other than Santa, Christmas trees, and eggnog, which I've never had. I think I had it once.
Are we in the Q&A section? What are we in now?
I don't know, Trot. I think we are in the Q&A section. I can't see any questions.
I got some questions.
I can't see any Q's to A.
Lemon Camel says, "Are you fans of sushi?"
I'm not.
Mm-hmm. I am.
I'm partial to some sushi. Not
I tried
all.
a bit of it, and it was just very slimy, and wasn't a big fan.
You
I might
don't
have to
like
try
texture.
some different fish. So
Finn
maybe
the
there's some stuff which is
Human
nice.
says, "How hyped are you for the Star Wars Episode 7?" Pretty hyped.
Well,
Yeah,
Finn,
I'm
thank you
excited.
for queuing up with the other 40 people that asked that question.
Wow.
Ouch.
Sorry, thank you for your donation. Yes, we're extremely excited. I might get it tattooed on my forehead. Yes, I am excited for the new Star Wars film. I feel like I've seen half of it in the promotional media they keep putting out.
Yeah.
That I can't resist watching because I have no self-control.
Self-control.
JHack96
No
asks,
self-control.
"What's your favourite Christmas dinner food item? I imagine Trot loves a good pig in blanket."
Hey!
It's not my favourite, but I don't have to wait for Christmas for that. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure what you mean, Trot.
What's your favourite Christmas dinner food? I actually like the sprouts in a weird way, when it's all put together with the rest
I don't
of it.
mind sprouts.
Yeah.
Have you had Brussels
People
sprouts
slag
with-
them off all
with
the time.
lardons?
And quite frankly, I don't think there's a big deal about sprouts. They're all right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have loads of them.
CMC Grade 2014 asks,
Get
"Any
fired.
songs in the works?" Any songs in the works? Wait for our first amazing Yogscast charity Christmas stream, because holy fuck.
Oh, spoiler
if you
alert.
like songs by us,
Mm-hmm.
you won't want to tune into that, because there's going to be nothing about songs in that
Hopefully we can actually pull off something decent. Otherwise, it's just going to sound like muddled shit.
Which it doesn't
Which
matter if it
could
does, though, does
still
it?
make
It's a
great
charity
music.
live stream.
Well, I mean, there's funny bad, and then there's just bad.
Yeah, but we've got an eclectic mix of all sorts of talents behind us. That we
Okay.
can...
Miss Leolana asks, "Ross, have you slept?"
I slept last night, yeah.
Yeah, how long?
A bit more than I did the previous night. Probably had about 8 hours instead of 4.
Wow.
So that's double.
Three.
I double the sleep.
Doubled
which
it
is
up.
Always nice.
Oh, we got Casual Gamer Guy here. What is the one thing
not
you
so
wish
casual.
for this Christmas?
Loads of
Ooh.
cash.
Loads of cash.
Cash. Peace.
Molly
Fuck off.
Peace. What, like,
Off.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Molly Saunders, would you do a karaoke on the Christmas live stream? So I'm sure everyone wants to hear.
Just dropped a
beautiful
fucking scalpel in my... Sorry,
What
gone.
the fuck are you playing with a scalpel
Yeah, I
for?
put it in my mouth and it dropped,
Put it in your
dropped
mouth.
blade down onto my
All the things
loosely
you should-
covered chest.
What?
Oh.
No, for Christmas, my main wish, guys, would be to vac trot.
Yeah, there's a big Christmas ask, and someone's actually taken the vac bag. I don't know where
Oh
it's
my
gone.
god,
What
that's
the
so
fuck
annoying.
is that gone?
Okay, so there is a plan to do something with this, and we bought a bag that you could vac someone in. It's just a mattress bag, and it's gone. We had it on our sofa,
Mhm.
just missing. It's not here anymore. Someone's gone to use it for
It looked
vacuuming
like
purposes.
packaging.
They vac somebody
The thing
else.
is, it does look like packaging, and I'm worried that someone's gone and cleaned it out. Oh, this is rubbish.
Why wouldn't they clean anything else up?
But why wouldn't they touch the rest of the room? There's a mess in here. It's really filthy. It's covered in trash.
Oh my god.
But they took the bag, so
We'll
we
get
need
another
to
one.
we need to get another one so we can vac Trot.
Only a 5
Well.
vacuum.
Because Trot, you're not getting away with Trot took it, didn't you? Trot, you took it, didn't you?
What?
You took
You've
the bag.
taken
I
it. Did you
didn't.
go home and vac
I
yourself?
don't know. Me?
Did you go home and vac
No.
yourself?
Yeah, I did a little
You
fucking
tested it
test.
yourself. You did it
I
on
mean,
the
I've
slower half.
I've actually got the 600-pound proper one, so at home. But I didn't want to use that, obviously. Don't want to ruin it. And it's covered in jizz, so...
Oh, throw another question our way.
Hey Angel says, hype for the Warcraft movie? I hope it's not shit. That's all I'm hoping for.
I've not seen the new trailer.
Yeah,
I
I feel,
did actually. No, I did. Looks
I
alright.
feel like it's dangerously close to looking like Narnia.
Oh god, yeah.
Which I think were okay films, but ultimately not perfect. We'll see. It looks very shiny, which I'm more of a fan of
gritty,
the
dark stuff.
dirty, dark aesthetic of
Dirty,
the original Lord of
dark.
the Rings series.
Well, WoW is
Gritty.
really dirty and dark. though,
You're
is it?
right. Yeah, no, you're right. But then
Because
again,
it matches that
you don't
aesthetic.
have to carbon copy things, Chop.
True.
But if you
You
want
don't have to.
to live in the spirit of the franchise, which Duncan Jones wants to do, He doesn't want to change it.
What do you think when they made the original Batman films, they thought they were living in the spirit of the franchise, Trot?
They did when they made the original Batman.
Trot's
film.
And then when Chris Nolan
Trot's
brought out the
tiptoeing
other...
around the
It's
fact
based on
that
the TV show, which was arguably very campy.
doesn't want to slag off Duncan Jones.
Don't slag off Drunken
He's
Jones.
trying-
I just can't believe Duncan Jones of the Oscast is
It's actually in
directing
it.
more.
I
That's
know.
it. There
No,
you go.
I'm concerned that it's going to come off a bit shitty.
Let's hope it's not. To answer the karaoke question, yes. I'll be in a fucking karaoke stream, sure.
Yeah, because there's a list of people on there which isn't very long.
Is there actually going to be a karaoke stream?
Mate, you're supposed to be on both of them.
What?
Yeah, have you not looked at the schedule?
We need to look at the schedule.
What dates are they?
Well, you might not be happy with the dates, to be fair.
25th of December.
And the 30th.
All day.
I'm not here from the 17th onwards. So
No, I don't think they're.
Well,
I don't think
19th
they're
onwards,
late
whatever the
ones.
fuck it is.
It's just like I think they're both weekend based, which you might.
Oh, okay, yep. No.
So have a look. Have a look at the schedule. We haven't,
Romani-
nothing's confirmed yet, so we can't confirm.
Romani
or
has a
deny.
question via the donations. Hey guys,
Yep.
someone gives you £100,000, but every
Right.
thought you've ever had is automatically published on all social media you use. Would you take the money?
There's no need, is there?
No, probably not.
Like-
I imagine the things that Smith has just thought of in the last 10 seconds probably would ruin him for life.
You got to have your own thoughts.
This is the thing. I think that deep down, people are very, very strange, but not necessarily bad.
Not necessarily intentionally.
But the
It's
things
like,
that would
that'd
get
be weird if that
out-
happened.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if Trot was shagging that pig over there.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want him to hear it at the
Well, now I'm
time.
thinking
Yeah,
about that,
exactly.
Ross.
But now he's thinking about
And
that.
that's
Now
going to
everyone
tweet
knows.
out now. Fuck's sake.
I know.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair to do things like that. And
Yeah, but £100,000 is not enough.
Not
really,
enough.
is it?
Not enough for the
For
crazy
the rest
shit.
of my life.
Well, that's it, isn't
Every
it?
thought.
I think maybe like a couple milli, maybe.
Couple
It's
milli.
a game. Again, goes
your
around
pride,
the
isn't it?
superpower of being able to read everyone's mind. You don't really want to, unless you could really acutely tone it, so you just read them at that certain point for that certain thing when you ask them a question. But
Nice
otherwise,
tits.
you don't want to be like,
Oh,
that guy's fuck ugly. Oh, look at those jeans. Ugh.
Yeah, you've looked better.
I just bought these jeans, you bitch.
You bitch, I love these jeans.
Yeah.
Dr.
so-
Devious asks, have you ever been regrettably drunk at a Christmas party?
Oh no,
Regrettably,
not regrettably.
happily,
I think it's quite funny when you
suitably.
get like tipsy with family. Well,
Tipsy?
not over the board.
Don't think I've ever been
Oh,
that
trying to
hammered.
get fucked up at Trot at Christmas time.
Get
New Year's
tanked.
Eve though, I've been absolutely hammered before.
I've had some fun New Year's
Like, just
parties.
Ridiculous.
Had some
clumsy.
fun ones. Clumsy ones.
Oh, you've been to a clumsy one before, haven't you? Martin's.
Huh?
I wasn't there though. Trot was there. He said it was like it was a pretty crazy night out.
I can't
one?
remember.
Oh, well, it wasn't that crazy then. My bad.
Oh no, the one where we were Red Stripe Night. I
That's
think
Red Stripe night.
Red
That one.
Stripe Night.
Yes.
That's a different story.
Red Stripe Night.
Holy fuck! I
Trot got
so
so drunk that he tried to hide in a hedge by leaning up against the hedge and just reclining his head back into it, so you couldn't see his head, but you could see the rest of his body stood there.
Yeah, I also pissed in someone's garden. and-
Yeah.
Oh no!
And I threw up all over his kitchen sink, like the high high. I just projectile vomited across all of them.
I was on serious fucking damage control that night, making sure nobody was choking on their own fucking sick.
It was really bad, but I fucking won the Red Stripe T-shirt. So
Nice.
You did.
Nice.
15 beers, whatever it took.
15 beers. Fucking hell, that's a night out. That's hardcore. Beers as well, so stodgy. Like, oh.
Yeah, Red
At
Stripe as well.
AFLWT asks, what question or questions do you hate to answer?
that one.
That one.
There's nothing to that one, is
That's,
there?
a good, that's a good
What
question.
question?
No, there are
What
some that
are
I
the questions
fucking
you hate answering all
Well,
the
if
time?
we say any questions we hate, we're only going to get those questions.
That's
so
true.
like,
Yeah.
there's no point in saying anything.
I don't know, like,
As negative as that sounds, and as fun police. That
I
is.
hate being asked why everyone thinks I'm so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I get it so
Trot.
much.
I think sometimes it frustrates me when people like ask about YouTubing and they're kind of like, you know,
You had one
what
recently,
you're
didn't you, Rick?
I don't hate being asked them, but you know when people say like you know, how do I get into YouTube or how do I get good at YouTube? It's like, fuck, well, we never planned it. Like, so it's
Oh,
hard to
right.
say to a person,
Yeah.
like, you know, like you can give them the tips, the you know, these ones like consistency and quality and all that sort of shit.
Do you feel like it's a case we don't have the
We don't have the answer.
answers?
We don't have the
Otherwise
magic. Yeah, the
Otherwise,
magic
we would be
answers.
where PewDiePie is. At the
Yeah,
top, like,
exactly.
sitting there happily going, "We know all the answers."
I don't hate being asked it. It's
It's
just,
a-
you know, you feel like you're giving an insubstantial, like, even if they followed
could
what
never
we
get it right.
said,
It's hard to
Yeah,
you may
yeah,
not
yeah.
find success. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
pure
one.
luck.
I think that's because I saw Hannah tweet out like there was a book or something that said, "Oh yeah, how to be a YouTube vlogger and stuff." It's like at the end of the day, that's probably got like really outdated like algorithms and stuff on
Yeah.
YouTube, which probably don't really
Which
get into the
change,
front
yeah.
anymore. Like, and
It's just the
clickbait's
basics,
a
like,
thing now, but it won't be the
talk
same
to
in a month's
camera.
time or something like that. It's just
Yeah, there's only so much you can do. Even if you're like an amazing content creator, the algorithm might still fuck you over.
Yeah.
But yeah, more.
Any more questions, Troy?
Aisha Perkins, what is the most embarrassing moment you've had in front of your fellow co-workers? P.S. Good day, you filthy bastard.
Here?
No, we've done all sorts in front of each other. It doesn't matter, does it?
The thing is, like, the things that would
Can we
normally
get
embarrass
embarrassed?
you would be incredibly mundane to us, because, like, you know, I talk about shitting on Trot's chest.
Yeah,
and
we've got
Yeah.
such a level now that it's hard to get embarrassed.
shitting on each other's balls.
Yeah. I don't really. Well, yeah, that was the thing, wasn't it? Once.
What's embarrassing?
Any physical acts of something that you've done that's
I
embarrassing?
don't think so.
Just don't have any. I don't have
No,
the
our
ability to
tolerance
feel
is
embarrassed.
so
anymore.
low.
There's probably-
no,
There's probably something. I just can't think
so
of anything right
high,
now.
Fuck. What? Any other jobs? Like, what else has happened? Nothing. Nothing that springs to mind. Unfortunately. Sorry, that's a really boring answer.
Yeah, it's a boring answer.
wish there
That
was.
was a boring answer, guys.
Mhm.
We're boring. We're boring guys. Why are you watching us?
Real boring, guys. Next.
Any
Question,
more,
Trot.
Trot? You seem to be finding all these
Where are you
questions
finding these,
somewhere.
by the way,
I don't know.
Trot?
Is it Twitter you're going on?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm actually looking at the questions as well
Okay.
in the subscriber chat. Would you fuck a goat? Phoenix Wrong 242 asks.
What-
That's
when?
that's the
No.
important stuff.
Circumstantially, yes.
Circumstantially,
What circumstance would that
Money or
require?
desperation?
How much money?
How much
talking?
desperation?
Okay, you're a millionaire in a nice house, and you've been offered $2 billion to fuck a goat.
I mean, is this in a imaginary world where there are no ethical or like issues with fucking goats?
It's this world.
No, it's in the world
It's
where
this
they've
world.
like that's weird, and the RSPCA will be
Oh
on the
no,
blower.
I wouldn't do
As
that
soon
to a
as you do.
goat.
But no one knows about it.
I don't know. I don't think I'd do that.
But no one
Depends
knows about
Does the goat look like he wants it?
No.
Yeah.
The goat looks like it's just being a goat.
Alright.
What
It
makes
doesn't
you
look like
discern?
now he looks like he
He
wants
was
it.
gagging for it.
Now he looks like he wanted. Oh, he just saw some food.
Okay. No, poor goat.
Poor goat. Don't fuck goats.
I like goats. They're amazing. They're
Animals
really cool.
can't say yes or no. They're just there, just hanging around, just looking for food.
Fed a goat at Creeley Adventure Park once, and they give you a bag full of goat food in like a paper bag, and they're like, "Here you go and hand it out to the
What
goats."
food was that though?
It's
Goat
like
food.
it's like goat pellets,
Okay.
and so like I went up to the goats at the pen, and then the goat literally bit the entire bag out of my hand in one go and
Fucking
ate the bag.
Jesus Christ.
And all the pellets went all over the floor, and he was just chomping away on his paper bag. Fucking funny. Anyway,
Have you ever been bucked by goats? Fuck that.
yeah, it hurts quite a lot. Right in the
No.
hip bone. They
Why are
go
you
for
guys
the-
hanging out with goats so much?
There's a
Fucking
farm
goats,
near.
mate.
I live near a lot of
So you're just
farms.
gonna jump on, hang out near the goats? Fucking hell, guys.
I used to like go.
I used to
and,
milk them
I used
just
to go
when they're
help.
in the field on their own.
And I used to go
Oh,
help out at the
what?
farm. And do shit like that, like go on.
You were a
badger watch and
farmhand,
shit.
Trot. I didn't know you were
Yeah.
a farmhand.
You
did
was-
help
We can
out.
make loads of material based on that.
You were a farmer.
Why do you just tell us now that you used to be a farmhand?
I love milking the cows.
He loves milking the cows.
Lots of
To be
practice.
fair, I can't imagine the content we'd make would be much different knowing that information now.
I've watched someone
But that's new to everyone.
help a cow give birth.
Oh.
With a really long, up to the arm glove.
Oh, God.
It was pretty brutal. To
Why they
watch,
just kind of fish it out, like
Mm.
just jump
Didn't
on
come
in
out
there
all
and
in
pull it
one.
out.
There was a lot of tugging. It's very crazy.
Oh, my God.
It's like, how the fuck do they do it normally without this fucking glove and this guy helping out? Jesus.
Lovely.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
your own
lovely.
voice drop.
Well, that was a great
Fair play.
question to finish the live Q&A, and thus
Yes, thank
end
you very much.
2015.
This is the end of
Hat
2000.
chats.
Oh, wow, yeah. This is the last Hat Chat and also live stream from a Hat Films account.
And to really get you in the Christmas
This year?
spirit, Smith has this final say
What have you
about
got?
what Christmas really means to him.
If you see anyone
I'd
on the
fuck
street,
Lewis.
what?
I'd fuck Lewis.
There you go. That and if you see anyone on the street during Christmas that looks like they can't play the instrument they're holding, tweet me.
The colour of dog dick red.
The colour of dog. Tweet me that colour.
Tweet him the colour of
And
dog
it's
dick.
like
Tweet him.
It's like a code.
The colour of dog dick red.
Yeah, where we can, you
Shut
know,
the fuck up.
maybe. I feel like I'm having a conversation with myself.
You are having a conversation with yourself in a weird
It's been
way.
brutally interrupting you.
How
yeah,
did, like,
sorry.
yeah, thanks. Merry Christmas.
Merry
and,
Christmas.
And
yeah.
Can you say
whatever
happy
holiday
Yeah,
season
there
you.
go.
Happy holiday. Fucking happy.
Happy
Such an
holidays.
empty fucking word, isn't
Happy
it?
holidays,
I'm so happy. I'm not
happy.
happy. I'm jubilant.
He's he doesn't sound jubilant.
No, I don't.
But yes, no. Have a happy Christmas or other thing
Holiday
that you want to
season.
do at the holiday season. Let's replace all the Christmases with holiday season in this as well, shall
And
we?
if you are going to do the dirty with a goat, just make sure you get his consent first, all right?
Or if you're in an alternate universe where goats are absurdly attractive
Oh,
and
wow.
it's okay,
Yeah, and they're the
then
ones saying,
just go for
please,
it.
please get a go on me.
Mm-hmm.
Jump on the chance. That seems like a very odd way to end the podcast, but
We'll see you all.
it's the only way we're going to do it. So,
We'll see you all in 2016, yeah?
yeah.
Join us for the
We'll see you then.
Yogscast charity stream during December.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye!